fucking
Hello?
murder you, alright?
You've gotten away with it once.
Yeah, and I had to be clever. I decided not to be clever this time.
Whoa.
No, that's a great thing, you know?
I thought you were being clever by sitting there and like, oh yeah, no, it's so my audio's no.
Yeah, I thought you had already gone and I had missed it. I was waiting for the... Hi, Acorn.
Hi, Acorn!
Nice.
Hi, Acorn. Hello. Oh my
Hello,
god.
I'm
Look
back.
at my mic.
Are you okay to read my next one?
Oh wow, that's very tall. It does not need to be
Hey
that
guys,
tall.
you don't want to hear me?
Have to pull the thing down, then-
Why did the chat do this, huh? It
Right?
wasn't me.
They could have just said it
Backpack
to your
says,
face.
Dan! Backpack in chat says, Dan.
Oh. Hi, backpack.
Hi.
Welcome to the D&D backpack. Usually you're here for our Tuesday game streams.
Backpack.
They say hello.
Hello.
Cap seems to be the game.
Rip Digbin. Ha! Just kidding.
Rest in the opposite of peace.
Fuck Digbin.
Rest in war, Digbin.
What a piece of shit.
Oh, is this your Pokemon?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a piece of shit. He's a Macario.
He almost killed our Pokemon when
Okay.
we found him,
It's
and
a
we're like,
little
he's
warm.
amazing, and then was useless.
Did you just say you're warm?
Nope, I meant the opposite.
Liar.
Please close. Oh god. It's broken. It literally doesn't close.
We have air conditioning,
It does
and
close.
it's so cold down here.
Maybe it's broken. It'll have to be open forever.
It literally is stuck open forever. Like, it'll move, but the things don't bend to closed.
Oh no.
Unless it's supposed to go the other way.
Maybe it goes, yeah, I'm so sorry if it doesn't close.
I think I know what bins
Okay.
he digs.
So, I
It's
guess
great.
I'm just going to be frigid today.
You want a blanket?
Oh, you can go talk to Cam.
It's too late.
Okay.
It's too late.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, let's get into the game. Let's talk about last session. So, Megan says da booty. Thanks, Megan.
Yeah, booty!
So, last session was another one-shot where we got to spend some time playing as a few of Evandrail's Thieves from the Proudfoot Syndicate. And I'm going to read us the recap of that first, because that was super fun. So, we began... and I'm in the wrong thing, so that's not going to help.
Session.
So Tethel took to tackling one of the tasks he'd been given by Drae, which was working the Proudfoots into the Mar, which is the large market in Kilacre. He gathered enough rumors to find a few opportunities to ingratiate themselves with the leaders of the market. He recruited the other talent in the syndicate, Silk, and then the two of them chose to run a job stealing sugar from a warehouse out of town, where someone has been hoarding it for months. You scouted the area, bumped into another outfit after the same task, and then Tethel managed to break in, hiring a ride on a smuggler's but on a smuggler's cart, who they were caught by on the way through, but paid them off, got in, and then made a new friend with the cart owner by paying them to steal more sugar instead of drop off their load.
It's not like I was stuck or anything.
Ha 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 ha.
Silk made a distraction out front, which meant it was go time. They grabbed as much as they could, were stopped on the way out, almost managed to make a clean escape before one of the people seeing them come in made a round towards the back and noticed them leaving far too early. You guys did manage to make a slightly bloody getaway, and then spent the night waiting for a Lachlan to open for trade in the morning. You did lose a bag or two to petty thieves during the evening, and then found Delarney, one of the other leaders of the Mar, and some of his thugs outside looking for them and their cart. Ergdan, their new friend in the Mar, after they managed to get Dre's help and work stuff in, sent a few of his associates to the Proudfoots to work for Drae as part of the thanks for their help. Tethel found himself ambushed by Delarney, who had him led over to the tea shop he was waiting at and offered a business deal to be conveyed to Drae. Tethel took it to Lorelei first, not wanting Drae to make what he thought was a bad decision. Worried Drae would act impulsively. His worries proved needless, as when he did eventually take it to Drae, Drae immediately threw the deal out, not wanting to work with the person who had hampered his bakery's access to sugar. So that was last session. That's what you missed out on.
I got a pretty nasty arrow wound, and then the guy that came behind and tried to see us when we were going, I crit him, and he went out immediately, because I did over 40 damage.
Yeah, he got pretty destroyed.
Rogues, baby.
So that was Sugar and
Let's talk about
Spies.
rogues,
And then
baby.
our last session ended. Daniel, you better be getting into character.
Yeah.
So we began with a girls' night out, drinks being had, mud baths being indulged in. The ladies caught wind of a group, while they were out drinking, of nobles, who, in order to make connections and make themselves look better in front of their friends, had taken to gathering up hopeful young women from the poorer part of the city, taking them to a kind of cabaret evening, and then embarrassing them in front of everybody. They snuck their way in, posing as young ladies, hopeful to be noticed among the nobles. And,
Basically a shark.
yeah, basically shut them down,
Yeah.
with Yazel openly revealing her identity and threatening bodily harm on them to force them to sit through their own embarrassment. Lorelei personed her target, and played them like a puppet the whole evening. They pretty much shut down the spectacle. Everybody left when it became a complete shit show. Lorelei did, however, get brought in for questioning, as the one she had dominated was pushed by one of the organizers to bring charges against her for using mind-controlling magic. She was questioned by a guard before Hestia, the Queen of the Empire, stepped in and managed to broker a deal with the ones pushing charges, trading a royal favor with the agreement that if called upon, Lorelei would also reply in kind.
I'm basically a billionaire. It's like, I did do this thing, but it'll just go away, right?
You want my satellites when you need them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. During girls' night, Berrian had taken Yazel's mother out, as she was disinvited from the girls' night. With spectacular timing, Lorelei scryed on them, just as it looked rather suggestive, like he was trying to sleep with Lazuli, although no such attempt was made. We ended
That we know of.
with
No.
Lorelei.
That we know of.
But Lorelei knows him. We ended with Lorelei confronting him and.
No. Lorelei making snide, bitchy comments
Yes.
and Berrian calling her out.
Alright, look.
It was, a little slightly confrontational, as Berrian has marched them into his single unwarded room in his wizard tower, demanding Lorelei cast Zone of Truth to put this to rest, as he has said the only way she will trust his answer is if magic is involved, a point she protested.
Let's go, Lorelei. You know this is the only way.
What the...
We're gonna push it. You're gonna make comments like this all the time. We might as well deal with it, right?
I mean, maybe
Well, you
you
don't
shouldn't have
trust
done
my-
it in the first place.
Oh, great. So there we go. Once again, you don't trust my word, so let's deal with this.
I know what I saw.
Okay, good. So let's deal with this then.
Not reviving you if this doesn't let me.
Sure.
Hmm?
Sure. Yep. Feel free.
Yeah. Equally.
A Zone of Truth
I don't
bursts out from you. You can feel the compulsion travel.
Everyone
across
else also
area.
has the opportunity to resist. and
No,
not
we
resist.
went off alone, didn't we?
No, everybody came. Berrian made a purpose that everybody come.
Would everyone have come with Berrian?
Kea'Na would have followed.
I asked, yep, everyone come. We all need to hear this.
Guys
gonna
was
be so
leaning-
good.
Guys was leaning like against the door, like not in the room.
Yeah. I imagine everyone's like clustered around the door watching from outside, so they're safe from the...
Right.
Oh no,
aura.
if they want to come in, they can.
They're watching. They're watching through the doorway, but giving you guys the space of the room.
Sure. All right, Lorelei, you can obviously tell that I didn't resist, and that I'm not lying.
What's your problem?
Answer the question.
What's your problem?
First off, did I resist your spell?
No.
There you go. Awesome. I'm not lying. I can't lie to you.
Why are you sleeping with Yazel's mom?
I'm not. I didn't. You missaw.
How?
Or chose to see things the way you wanted
Alright,
to see
what were
it.
you doing with her in Camerdale?
I took her out for a day on her own because you guys all decided to uninvite her and single her out.
To be uninvited, she has to be invited.
Sure.
That's
Well,
true.
You invited everyone else.
Guys was
And actually, I was the one who
eyes.
invited the other people.
Why?
Because you guys were going on a girls' night, and she's a girl.
That's not
Just
the
like
only
Kea'Na.
qualifier.
And what?
We didn't invite the entire city of Kilacre to come with us.
No, just the women in our group.
That was never the group.
All right. First off, I'm going to tell you some... No, ask me some questions here. Just let's clear this up. Ask your questions,
Anything?
Lorelei. No, go ahead. No, questions about this, Lorelei.
Anything, Berrian?
I said questions about this, Lorelei.
With the people around
Lorelei,
here,
I'm not
I
fucking
could ask
around.
You. Yeah, neither am I.
Sure, ask away.
She's drinking something.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nervously. I think we need some battle music for this.
Why are you being so difficult?
Why am I being so difficult?
Mm-hmm.
About what?
Like, why are you trying to control all of us?
I'm not. And that's truth.
Then why do you care so much who we take on our girls' night?
I don't care who you take on your girls' night. What I care is that you treat her like a piece of shit. Either stop pussyfooting around and tell her the way you feel and tell her to leave. Or stop treating her like garbage. And that goes for all of you women. You all chose to treat her like garbage.
I don't treat her like garbage.
You didn't invite her, and you didn't stick up for her.
I didn't invite anybody.
Great, but you knew
I
that
would
there was
have
a problem.
invited Sammy.
Kea'Na, you've been around here for weeks seeing this happen.
I'm pretty sure she's been pretty honest about how she feels about her.
Who has?
Lorelei?
Honest about what?
With
She's been an underhanded, secretive...
I don't think you
Oh,
heard my mom
I'm
talk.
secretive.
You make little jibes. You don't ever say anything about it. Just deal with it then. If you don't like her, either you move out or she moves out.
I did.
Okay. Lorelei, do you have anything else to say? Do you have any other questions? I'm not
Nope.
trying to control anyone.
Every time me and Lazuli talk, I try and be a bigger person, and she makes some stupid comment about how I'm not really her friend or I'm not really her family.
True.
Not true. Berrian says that's not true, and that's not how I see it.
I think Lorelei's also in the zone of truth, isn't she?
I mean, I don't have to.
Oh
tell
yes,
the
you
truth.
know.
Like, and also, I mean,
Lazuli has made those comments before.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on, because
Yeah.
this is a player thing now, because we're reading it differently. Lorelei has absolutely never had a full
You
conversation
also
with
have to
Lazuli.
save against zone of truth.
Or just resisted. Berrian would have expected you to not resist.
yep. All right.
I would know.
You
No,
know,
you wouldn't.
The
I
caster
casted.
knows who's failed and who's succeeded.
Sure. Did you... Are you telling me or no?
No.
Okay.
Like I'm not telling you.
Sure.
I mean, you can try and.
Fine,
delete it, I
Lorelei,
don't
just
know.
one more lie to add to the pile. You don't want to be a part of this then? You don't want to be truthful?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry, about what?
Why do you think I'm lying to you?
Because you would tell me and you would have failed your spell.
What? The last thing you guys said in character was about Lazuli.
This
making-
would have came back at the beginning when she cast a spell. I forgot about it.
Oh,
About
okay.
her letting herself make so that she couldn't lie.
Right. But you'd have to ask something about that because it sounded like you were talking about the Lazuli thing.
Sure, about the Lazuli thing then. You've never once tried to make things work.
I have.
I'm gonna look at... Am I the only one who's seeing things this way? And if I am, then I'll shut up. No one else?
Lazuli's not very nice to Lorelei.
Sure, and vice versa.
I don't know.
Somebody's got... Anyone else have anything to say?
I've heard a lot about Lorelei from my mom.
Great,
They
but
aren't nice.
you guys have been in the same room as them. Has Lorelei ever tried to take the high road?
Yeah.
Or is she...
Yeah?
Sorry, as a player, when?
Really, Lorelai's
Never.
usually the first to step down.
No,
Like,
no, she's
and
not.
The
She
last, 4 encounters have been started by
Okay, then this
Lazuli.
whole thing is not happening if this, because then I'm seeing it completely wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the last, 4 times Lorelei has done,
Done what?
she's
It's not true.
No, she hasn't done anything to provoke Lazuli.
Yes, she has backhanded comments all the time.
Lazuli's always
constantly.
been the first one to make them in the last. There was they were going back and forth for a long time, and then Lorelei stopped and tried to back off, and Lazuli has continued to be backhanded to Lorelei. And
Lorelei
then
also has Isaac.
she responds, but she hasn't initiated it in quite a while.
I'm disagreeing with you on this.
No, this is something we've talked about,
Who? Not me.
me and Alex,
Well, I'm disagreeing on this because it's not. It's my portrayal. It's right how I'm seeing it as my character.
yeah,
That's fine. That's totally fine.
yeah.
So,
not telling you
You've
how
been
your-
nothing but
your character
you've
sees
been
it.
nothing but inflammatory. None of you take the high road. None of you ever try to do it. Either get rid of them and be true with it, or stop this.
I'm gonna
tell you,
treat my
Berrian.
mom the way I want to treat
I'm
my
not talking
mom.
to you, Yaisel. I'm talking to Lorelei.
Have fun with your quest. I shall walk out.
Okay, great.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's fine.
I'm
Do you have any other
trying my
questions?
best.
Do you have any other questions? Because you are cheating on Charisse. There's some other. You have some accusations for me, don't you?
It's fine.
No. How about we deal with it? Because I'd really appreciate it. I don't need rumors like that flying around.
Oh, wouldn't that be so awful?
Good way for me to get my head cut off, hey?
Hmm.
Ask away, Lorelei.
It's fine.
No, it's not, Lorelei. To me, it isn't. Ask your questions.
Why should I care?
Because you do care, or you wouldn't have made those comments. Ask me if I cheated on Charisse.
You said you didn't.
No, straight up, ask me if I've cheated on her, because it's more than just her. It's your entire deal. If you think I do with her, you think I do with anyone.
It's not true.
Lorelei, ask the question.
Have you cheated on Charisse?
No, I haven't, and I never would. True.
Great.
Are you done?
Yep.
Tell everyone here that I didn't do that, and I was truthful in all of these things.
And she just walks out.
Answer enough. Gone.
You're disappearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drae looks at Kea'Na. We're the only two people left.
No, Wednesday and all them were there as well.
Wednesday was not there, but
We were all there when we were talking when we first came in.
Wednesday would no. You guys were discussing your next thing, I believe, like your wizard hunt. So Wednesday would be still probably in the kitchen or cleaning somewhere.
Okay, I was under the opinion that everyone was there. That was the whole point.
Regardless,
Most
it's
of
either
us were there.
yeah, it's either Wednesday, Drae,
Okay,
and
moving
Kea'Na, or
on.
Drae and Kea'Na.
Well,
Do you know how to get to the wizard?
no. Not-
Same.
So, doing anything with the rest of your day?
So, like, Tethel went to the market the other day, and I've been thinking about the market, and I do want some candy.
Okay, so sorry, am I seeing this completely wrong? Because Lorelei definitely instigated stuff with her all the time. It wasn't just Lazuli.
Yeah,
it
so
was both of
so
them.
Alex, I think.
So
has
I'm
been-
feeling a little wronged on this.
Well, Alex.
Because it feels like things got changed. Because
No,
she's
no,
super
nothing got
antagonistic and
changed.
bitchy.
She was.
No, she was like
Like-
Alex has been
No,
doing.
she has been.
Let me finish a sentence, and this will be a much better conversation.
Okay, because I feel ganged up on now.
Well, I'm just.
All of a sudden.
I have not got to get my point out. So.
Sure.
So, Alex has been playing an intentional arc with Lazuli and Lorelei. Like, there are ways this plays into his character's trauma and stuff. So he's done a lot of thinking about this, and we've talked about what his character is going
Okay.
through after each session. And he made a very intentional, like, character growth moment with Lorelei, where she stopped antagonizing Lazuli
So
and
I'm just
started trying to turn the other cheek with her. And this was a number of sessions ago.
You're
and,
maybe the intention was there as a player, but as a character, not like I obviously saw it completely different.
Yeah, and it's
And that's totally
Yeah,
fine,
the-
right? Like, I don't think Berrian's...
Well,
like,
it's
it-
not
I
as
think
the
it totally-
players are telling me that Berrian's wrong. That's what I'm getting at here.
from my perspective, Berrian is overreacting. Like
Yeah, but
and-
you're the player.
or-
You're not a character. These
I
are
know.
characters.
right.
Yeah.
So, but
mean-
and also everybody doesn't have to read it exactly how everyone meant it. Like
Yeah.
it's not like Lorelei has been super kind to Lazuli. She just hasn't been the one starting it and been the first one to walk away.
She has been starting it though.
Not since
Not
she had that
always.
change. So she was starting it, and then there was the moment where we had a growth moment with Lorelei.
But, like,
She
Berrian's not...
absolutely started it with the girls' night thing. She did. 100% started with the girls' night thing.
No, Lazuli came up and
Came up to be part of the girls' night, and Lorelei told her to fuck off. Why are you here? Leave.
I don't remember it clearly enough.
I don't remember.
That was like that was the thing that sparked this. She came up to be part of the girls' night, and Lorelei ousted her. That's
potentially.
Look,
I
for sure,
have to look at-
100%.
I
I
mean-
wrote it down in my notes.
We got video. I could go look, but I'm not worried about the details.
I am.
Just the
Yeah, I don't think any of the
So
the
from my
character
perspective, like
things
I
that have
said,
happened
I don't
have been
think
out of line.
Berrian's being unreasonable by reading the things the way he's reading. From my perspective, he's discounting Lorelei's efforts to
Well, I haven't
be
seen
the bigger
it,
person
so
about them.
Sure, we're not talking about us. We're talking about the characters.
Well, we're having a conversation about both.
Okay. Anyways, Lorelei was the one who was mean to Lazuli about the girls' night thing. That was the compounding factor for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Sure. I'm just making sure that we're all kind of somewhat on the same page.
Yeah.
All right.
Which, and, like, it's not like we've made a big deal about Lorelei
No.
turning the other
But like
cheek
as the
more.
person playing Lorelei, like she's been actively trying not to get into fights with Lazuli for many sessions.
Yeah. There
Okay.
was...
The fights have still been happening.
Yep.
Yes, but Lazuli
That-
has been starting them for the last while.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree.
I know, because I'm Lazuli starting the fights, because I know Lazuli hasn't grown out of this.
Sure. Okay.
Alright, let's do a check-in. We had a fairly tense moment
No, I'm
of
good.
roleplay.
Keep going.
Well, I'm not just checking in on you.
Sure. I'm letting you know that I'm good. Keep going.
So yeah,
Yep.
we had a tense moment. Characters were tense. Runa, you're making a face. Are you alright? Was it a little much? Are you okay? Is there anything that needs to be said to make it not too much? Okay. Okay.
Kea'Na, where's Yaisel? Where did Yaisel?
She stomped off that way. I know it because she's got the doom doom with the dragon stomp.
Maybe we should get her some candy too.
That's such a good... We can get Ty some candy too.
Maybe on the way we can kill some fire beetles.
Why?
'Cause it's fun.
Why would you kill fire beetles? They're so good.
The glasses are butterflies, Yandu.
Oh, is Yandu here?
They're kind of they get in the way of stuff. They're very squishable.
They don't get in the way. They're pretty squishable, but they need to fire. But they're really good. There's certain parts of the forest that need like the right amount of fire, and they're good because they don't make a whole forest fire. They just burn that spot, and then new trees grow, and it's very good.
Yeah, totally. I agree.
Okay, let's go get some candy. As the two of you head out, Yandu says,
She's
okay.
still.
Oh, I missed so much. Oh my god, I missed so much. Hi, hello. Backpack said, I think I know what bins he digs. Off topic from Backpack, but I'm running a game of VTM that takes place in Edmonton. What is VTM?
No idea.
Okay.
Virtual
Yandu says,
transportation management?
I don't think so. Yandu says, it's hump day! Backpack says, I forgot I have a game scheduled for right now. Bye, guys. Bye.
All
Delay.
right.
Yeah, goodbye. Yandu says, damn, Yazel got wrecked there. Woof. Runa laughed. Yandu, I'm not talking to you, Yazel. Sheesh. Runa said, I think Berrian's PMSing. And then KEKW.
Tech W. It's a Twitch.
Emote.
Yeah, it's a Twitch plus emote
okay.
or something.
Isaac is just like big eyes. Megan said Berrian just flounced. Yeah, he just vanished. Yandu said it may not have been made apparent to Berrian the character. Yes, absolutely. Did this happen this session? Because I can go back in the VOD. No, it did not happen this session.
2 weeks ago.
2 sessions ago.
Yeah, they're gone already.
Oh, okay, so I missed that. Runa, it's the glasses, they add effect to it. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Yandu. We missed you. Runa said, I love you. And then Megan said, she stopped. She stopped. She do the Yazel stop. And then Yandu said, I love you too, Runa. Vampire the Masquerade. I actually am halfway through that rule book. I'm reading it as part of my rules homework.
You give yourself homework?
I give myself homework, yeah, absolutely. It's book,
You don't do your D&D homework?
it's book 3 of
I
the
feel
books I
like
said
the
I was going to
coolest
read.
person in this room.
We've been playing for so long and you haven't done any of your D&D homework?
Oh, it's really piling up. You're going to fail the quiz.
Oh,
It's
Rhoda.
next Wednesday.
Well, first you have to master your character sheet, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the first.
Yeah. If you can't fold it into a full origami dinosaur
Check,
and
Runa.
unfold it in
What's your
less than
spell
2
save
minutes.
DC?
For who?
Where are your eyes?
All of them, of course.
16.
Added together and averaged.
It's not homework, it's just reading.
Okay,
Have I been doing homework?
No,
so the two
it's
of you,
fine.
the two, Can you imagine, like, you just convince somebody that the thing they love doing is homework, so they hate it? Yonder says, my D&D homework is finishing the PHB, then going through the Critical Role Tal'Dorei Reborn campaign book. I have not, you know what's funny? I run a lot of D&D, and I've never covered to cover any of the books, and I have covered to cover so many other rule books. And D&D, I didn't want to run D&D. I started running D&D because it's what people wanted to play, and it's what people would watch for the stream, at least. And it's like the one system I run that I've never actually read. It makes me smile.
Worth reading.
Yeah, I've at some point read all of it by now, but I've never like actually read through it. I believe that's called gaslighting.
Making them believe
No, it's
that their
not.
favorite things.
Yeah. Alex,
What
don't
are you
gaslight them
talking
about
about?
gaslighting. So the two of you head out to the market. You find a couple of sweets that Kea'Na will pay entirely too much
Finger
for.
guns at the sugar stand.
They'll give you a weird look.
Hey.
Alright. Yeah, here, you can have that. That'll be 2 copper. Okay. Drops the gold on the table.
Wrong one.
You put 2.
Like 2
four-
copper. Yeah, whatever.
For garnish, he's like, okay, he takes your sweets, drops 2 gold on the table, and runs away, dragging you along behind her. They all like me.
I'm sure.
Why'd you take my gold?
Cause
That was for the sweets guy.
yeah, I know.
He
but
hasn't had sweets for like a while that were very good. He started doing like these like bread sweets that I didn't like because they weren't sweets.
it's okay to give people more money for their stuff than it's worth, but you gotta do it on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
Why did you do it on purpose?
Because it's okay to give people more stuff than what it's worth. As long as you do it on purpose.
Can't argue with that. That's great. That's
I
a
know.
good idea. Yeah, let's go back and give him the gold.
Caleb
I
the
did. I
best.
gave him 2 and then I pulled you away so that you couldn't take them.
Touche.
Yes, she'll pull you towards Geisel's mansion. Pretty soon there's a knocking on the door. Go away, she's grumpy.
We brought candy.
Well, that might help. Door opens. Oh, it's Drae.
Hey.
No, I'm grumpy.
Hey,
I finger guns him.
what is this?
I am trying it out.
You look stupid.
Alright,
Dumb.
I won't do it anymore.
Big Red's like, no, I'm grumpy.
Yeah, now I'm grumpy and walks away from the door as guys it's like your mom when she calls you every name but your own. Yeah, Kea'Na goes skipping in through the doorway. Geisel!
I'm in my room.
Okay, you hear a couple stomps on the steps, probably one on the wall as well, as Kea'Na bursts open the door as you're there with Tithe.
You see her like wince at looking at the hinges.
It's a good thing it's a nice house. They're
Yeah.
still intact. But your candy there's just a spill of candy onto your lap.
A lot of candy.
It's not that much.
It's tight. It's like tight is sitting.
Like just grabbing things.
Hey, hey.
No.
You just grab his wrist. Nope, nope.
How about we move this candy and she's quickly.
Chewing on
But
wax.
Tithe wants some.
He doesn't have teeth yet.
That's okay, it's candy.
Not for babies.
It could be.
It's not how that
But I
works.
bought him some.
He could like.
He can save it for when he's got teeth.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that works.
Here,
Yeah.
you eat. Just gonna-
So you heft the baby.
Don't
Geisel
don't cry.
growls a
Don't
little
cry.
as you grab Tithe.
No, it's like laughing. Like,
Don't cry. Don't cry.
yeah, how
Don't cry.
thank you. Like,
If you cry, you'll get really hot, and then I have to hold you because I'm a man.
hey, he like.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's. She's looking at him like.
Feel my pain?
Yeah.
Tithe. It's Kea'Na. I bought you candy for when you're bigger, so you gotta save it. I'm not very good at saving candy though, so it's a good thing your mom has it.
He would grab her nose.
So cute. Squeezing the baby and frees her nose from what is a fairly strong grip from this ogre baby.
It's like okay, let go. It's not a joke.
cute. Okay. Oh, he's red-nosed.
Candy is all in her like side drawer now, except for like some for everyone, but like
You
Out
swept
of the
it
way.
into a drawer.
Out of the way.
So are you okay and stuff? We bought
Yeah.
you candy so you'd be okay and stuff.
Thanks. It's nice.
But she said
candy.
yeah really fast, which makes you think you're probably not okay
Yeah,
and
great.
stuff. See, that was more of the really fast stuff that's like not so good.
Man, Kea'Na, when did you get so good at people?
Never.
But you're good at people. You're not born that way.
I'm not really good at people.
What do you mean?
You're
As
a charmer.
telekinesis starts to like play with one of his arms.
It's just barely lifting
Yeah.
it. I'm a charmer. Like a snake charmer from the
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's you. Did you guys get Berrian any candy?
Berrian kind of disappeared. I did though, as she's gonna like turn out a pocket that has a bunch of candy in it.
I think
Where'd
he'll
you-
appreciate it.
We
Where'd you
gotta
get all
find
of
him,
that?
though. So I bought it from the guy, and then there was the other girl, so I bought some from her.
Another
and
girl.
Yeah, you were busy talking to one of your dudes, and so I bought some candy. I also paid them 2 gold.
Yeah. That's fine.
Wow.
Dre's on my side now.
Wow.
He said that it's good.
I said
That's
that
good.
it's respectable.
What
That's
is-
not what you said.
Alright.
What is?
I don't know, she paid
Dre said that it's okay to overpay as long as you know that you're doing it.
These are just. I guess it's
I mean-
your money.
Yeah.
Don't
Kind
go
of.
broke.
Why not?
Life starts to suck.
Because sometimes like you'll have to pay money for stuff you weren't expecting.
No.
If you go broke, you can't help other people.
Yes, I can. I'm
Mhm.
still very strong.
But I mean, money-wise, I don't
Oh.
know why you give so much money, but you can't do that all the time if you go broke.
That's true, but then I just won't.
It might be better. That's the other- it's like, maybe that might be good.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay, now I suggest you don't spend all your money on overpaying things,
I won't.
because it
I'll also
also
spend it on candy.
because it puts those shop owners at risk of being robbed.
Oh.
Whenever you have a
If
lot.
anybody robs them, I'll beat them up.
Yeah, but that's after.
That's okay, I'll beat them up.
But do you want them to go through the process of being robbed? It's
Not
not
really.
fun. Yeah, if you overpay, then they have all that money
But
that
then
people
I'll
are going
beat
to
them
try
up.
to steal. Yeah, but they'll go through it first, unless you're going to stay by their side the entire time. There's too many people. You're not a million.
That's true. But it's okay, it hasn't happened yet because I've done it a lot. Like a lot, and I haven't had to beat anybody up.
Yeah, but maybe like from now on you try to be like overpay, but not too much overpay.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Well, instead of 2 gold, you put 1 gold.
3 gold.
I don't know how we got to 3 gold.
Because I don't really count how much gold. I'm just like, that's enough.
Maybe you should count.
I don't want to. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
So that's why is you don't want to do the math.
I don't like worrying about it. Because I see Dre and Berrian and they're always go over their money and they're counting coins and it's a lot of work.
I don't
But
always
I
do
just
that.
go and throw money on the table and then I still have lots in my pouch, so it's good. But then I was counting today because Dre was like, you gotta know how much, and it was 2.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's good.
You have 2 left?
No, I threw 2 at the different
Oh.
people's.
Maybe you should count how much you have.
That's a lot of work. I have a lot more than I throw out, so that's even more counting. So.
I'll help you.
No thanks.
You should know.
You
how
can
much
do it if
have.
you want. She throws you her money pouch.
I will. She will. You come.
Megan says, I want to know what Kea'Na's monthly candy bill is.
When did you get so good with people?
I became a mom.
Let's go look at what Kea'Na has left as you
Kea'Na.
start counting through.
Well,
Kea'Na has 1,050 gold, 10 silver, and 20 copper remaining.
We've made over
That's
15,000,
That's all
and she
she
doesn't
has?
pay for bills,
She's also knighted and makes 2,000 a month like the rest of you.
and she has
She has 1,000 left.
1,000.
Does she pay rent anywhere?
No, she just lives in your tower. Wednesday feeds her. She has 0 bills.
Her candy bill is over 20k
Oh,
gold.
lots of it went to homeless people as well. Probably at least half.
Alright.
Kea'Na,
Yeah.
we've made a lot. What do you spend your money on?
okay, yeah, like, where's the rest of it?
She pulls like a copper out of her pocket.
Okay, no, but what do you spend your money on?
Okay, I get.
Do you like pay a bill, or do you go to bar?
I just give them the money.
Because we've made a lot of money recently, and you have less than what we make in a month. Kea'Na, that's not good.
Why not?
I mean, like,
Nothing bad's happened.
I have about 116 of those pouches.
Wow. There's a lot of pouches.
It
Kea'Na,
is. It's pretty cool.
I'm asking you as your friend. start
So I have
worrying
some
more about-
friends that I give it to, and I buy sweets.
No,
and
I'm
I buy
asking-
foods.
From now on, I'm asking you to be more cautious with your money.
Why?
What if you need it in the future? You
But
can't.
I don't need it in the future. I don't
Do
want to
you-
worry about that stuff.
Well, just don't pay 2 gold when you could pay 1 gold when it's.
But I like paying 2 gold,
But then.
and I don't need it. I went my whole life with no monies, and now I have so many, so I just give them to people because I don't use them for anything anyways.
Okay, make sure you always have 500. I still like pull out 500 and put it in the pocket. This doesn't go anywhere, okay?
Okay. She opens your little candy drawer and we'll drop the pouch of 500 in there and close it.
Don't use that unless it's an emergency.
It's right there. It's at your house now, so I always know where to find it.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a pouch of 500 gold.
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't want to count it, so you've got to count
I'll
it.
just take the rest.
No,
Okay.
guys, I'll put all of it in the bag. And to Kea'Na, no.
But he wants
Is
it.
he homeless?
I mean,
I actually...
I don't own a home.
I've never been to Dre's house.
I'll keep your money. Okay. Drae.
I was just trying to save some money for her.
Yeah?
Does my bakery need a new stove? Maybe.
Why don't you use one of those 100 pouches?
I have other plans for them.
All right. She has an additional 500 gold stashed at Yisel's.
Did I see where she put it?
She was very obvious about
No
where
reason.
it was put.
Yeah, no reason.
Being friends with thieves, huh?
Just cheering. No reason.
Okay. I have her gold noted down. See, I'm so glad this came up because I really enjoy adding money to Kea'Na and then going every few weeks and be like, now what would it be at?
Alright, that's a 33 slide.
Holy
I'm not actually taking it.
Me and I'm not sure about Berrian, but me and me and Alex both have over 100,000 gold.
Yisel has spent more money than probably a couple of you combined.
That's-
so far. Yeah.
I've spent the most, and I still have this, and she has 1,000 gold. Ah!
Alright then.
Although Yisel doesn't have anything like you two have with investments or anything like that.
Yeah. She's
So
just
she doesn't
The
made
bar. I invest with the bar.
Yes, Yisel
Yeah,
does.
we
make it-
Or sorry, Kea'Na.
Yeah.
Wrong names again.
Yeah, I was like,
Kea'Na
Yisel
doesn't
doesn't-
have any other income unlike you guys. but-
I knew exactly what you were saying.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it translated. Okay.
Are you saying I don't invest?
No, I knew.
Berrian.
I knew that he meant Kea'Na without having to think about it.
Where has Berrian gone?
At his tower, just hanging out up at the top.
Oh, so wait, where did you teleport to?
I just straight up.
To the roof?
Yeah.
Okay. At some point, Kea'Na is going to go looking for Berrian after making sure Yisel's okay. I don't know if his brother will be with her or not. Be a good time to chime in.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys get to Berrian's tower and... Hey, yeah, took some food up to him a while ago.
Is he still grumpy?
I don't know, I just dropped off some food.
She would notice when she talked. Not grumpy at all.
No, he seems fine.
That's suspicious.
Is that? He's usually pretty...
He seemed pretty grumpy earlier.
Well, go talk to him, I guess. I heard you guys shouting.
I don't know if I call it shouting.
I would. Right?
Alright.
Okay, well, thanks Wednesday. I'm going upstairs. I got him some candy.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand her a candy from my pocket and kiss her on the forehead.
Oh, thanks. That's good. Getting more sugar or something. It's been bad for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. probably someone amazing who solved that.
You're right.
It was me.
Is your back sore or something?
Hmm?
Why are you stretching?
Oh, no reason.
As Kea'Na is going to take the steps 2 at a time up the tower. Was the Isel there? Is that what you were saying?
No. I was like, I didn't. It's me.
As Berrian, there's a knock at your door. Berrian!
The door opens. It's you guys can open it.
Hi, how are you doing? I brought you some candy so that you would be doing good, because earlier you weren't doing so good.
Well,
So,
I'm fine. You can sit on the table over there. I'm preparing for tomorrow.
Megan, you sly bitch.
so Megan has
Wait until I have a license.
You're gonna drive to her and stretch on top of her? Yeah, that's 1,000 for a rune of stretch.
Gonna stretch.
Are we gonna get our dance routine stretch
Yeah,
again?
it's
Our
just
exercise
verified
video?
stretch basically, because my entire top half isn't in frame.
Get those
'Cause, like-
views.
Yeah.
Like, I stand like
yeah,
that.
you're right. It's shoulders down. Your head is missing.
What are you doing?
It was right when I took a drink. I was not ready for that.
What was it?
She just like little freaking like gnome danced behind you guys. Megan, there is a hit out on you now, I'm sure.
Berrian would tell you just to put the sweets on the table. He's in the middle of finishing a scroll.
No, you gotta eat some of them.
Sure, he picks one and puts it in his mouth.
Did you even taste it? They're so good now that they added sugar again.
It was raspberry. It was good.
That was the blueberry one.
Oh, sorry. He eats another one. Yes, Kea'Na. They're good candies. I appreciate
Okay,
it.
how you doing?
Fine.
You're in the same fine.
You didn't seem fine.
I've said my opinion. I've stated what I can. I've shown that I'm not a cheater and a liar. What other people do after that point is theirs.
Is that what mattered to you?
Well, there's a few different things.
I
Drae,
didn't.
out of anyone whose honor and personal your word, you should know more than anything that that's important.
Drae lies all the time.
No, I don't.
You do.
I ignore Kea'Na. If anything, Drae, you should know what that's important.
I mean, sure, but like it seemed like Lorelei was pretty upset.
Sure. Upset for no reason. Upset.
No opinion. I have no idea why she was upset.
That's fine. Well, she scried and she saw something, and instead of looking into it and using her brain and her intuition, she decided to make a snap decision, and she's very good at reading people. You understand that, right? You know that when
She's
she...
alright, I guess.
Sure, yeah. When she chooses to make these things, she chooses not to trust her instincts and just believe whatever she wants to believe. She's her worst critic.
Okay.
Or not critic.
Enemy,
Sure, she's her own worst enemy.
opponent.
Because she'll believe anything she tells herself to believe. Even though she knows it's not, or deep down somewhere she knows it's not
She's
true.
pretty bad at reading herself.
Sure.
That's deep.
Is it?
Anyways, Lorelei's
Yeah.
going to do what Lorelei's going to do, and they're going to treat her mother the way that they're going to treat each other. I've said my piece. I'm out of it. I don't care anymore.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Well, thank you.
Though it doesn't really sound like it, but
All right.
okay.
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Okay, see you
For
tomorrow.
what?
We're
going
doing the
to
wizard thing.
leave.
Alright, I feel like we should have Lorelei for that.
Sure,
Well,
you
that's
can
where I was
let
gonna
her
go
know.
talk to her.
We talked about leaving tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If she doesn't want to come, she doesn't have to.
I also got candy for Lorelei.
Score.
All right, well, I'll see you guys in the evening.
Okay.
I should be ready to go for tomorrow morning.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bop. She's
Kea'Na.
gonna bop your head. What?
Are you opposed to using magic?
I don't know how.
Okay, everyone can. Read the words. Simple.
Simple.
He holds up a scroll. You can read this.
What language is it in?
Arcana.
Common
Then yeah.
or Elvish. Does
Yeah.
she speak Elvish?
Does she speak Elvish? Kea'Na,
And now she-
does not speak Elvish.
So did she not even have parents ever?
Okay, now, did you have parents ever?
Yeah.
And
Alright.
they never taught you to speak Elvish?
They didn't teach me to speak anything. They were gorillas.
What? you're not a gorilla.
Did you have like
Where were your
elf
actual
parents?
Have what?
Elf parents.
Elf parents? No, just gorilla parents. And there was a snake parent, and there was some parrots that were really nice to me.
Parrot parents?
And I also learned how to build stuff from some ants, and
Okay, you're a
mostly
mystery.
the gorillas.
I will secede to that.
Just like
Yeah.
all in the forest over there?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I met a pixie once. She was pretty cool.
Okay.
Not
Well,
what most
anyways,
people
it's in
say.
She
common.
said she was gonna come back the next day, but then she never came back, and I missed her for a really long time.
Okay.
Maybe
Well, it's
we
in
can find
common.
It's in common.
It's in
Yeah.
common. You'll be
I
able to
know,
read it.
I can read it.
Okay,
Do you have
good.
to read it like a fancy
He
person?
hands her a scroll.
It's the only way the magic works.
Okay, she scrolls it up, rolls it up, and like, I'm gonna read it like a fanciest person.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a scroll of far step.
Okay.
We've already
So
spent the
I
gold.
will add a scroll of far step to her. I hope you remember that as well, because I don't usually keep Hannah's inventory in front of me.
I will. I'm giving it to her so that she'll use it in combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, as she's going to skip out after bopping you on the head again, and is going to make her way towards probably the temple in the Warren.
And I'll relock the door
Yeah,
once there.
Dre's just gonna lean in, and kind of just half whisper, "If you want her dead,
Who?
Lorelei. If you
I
want
don't-
her, if you want her dead, good luck."
Sure. I don't.
I can't.
And he's gonna look at her. He's
I can't
like,
do shit.
Dre, I like Lorelei. I just don't like the way that she treats me sometimes.
Like, I mean, she doesn't really treat you like anything. Like,
I don't know, other than calling me a cheater and a liar.
I don't know.
That
like,
was the main thing. The Lazuli thing is a subsidiary thing, but they're like hens scratching at each other. Like they need to figure it out.
Yeah, well,
Either tell her to leave or tell her to stay, but stop just keeping her around and treating her like shit.
Footsteps come loping back up. Hey, I thought we were going together.
I'll be right there.
Okay. Runs back down the stairs.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, she's weird.
Sure.
You're weird.
Sure. Thank you.
It's like, it's not her mom.
Sure. So I don't know why she's so caught up in it.
Beats me. I have very little insight.
Well, there you go.
It's a pun.
Turn
Hey,
back.
I thought we were going! Okay.
I sleight of hand one of his candies and eat it.
Sure.
Oh, she's after her.
Okay, as you guys go sprinting towards the Warren, break into the school with a couple of the guards, knowing who it is, so not stopping them. They're like, it's kind of late for this.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm important.
Of course, Marquis.
Actually, it's important, yeah.
She
Lorelei!
Hello. She's not there.
Lorelei! Oh, sorry, Lorelei's not here.
Why not?
I haven't seen her since yesterday.
Where is she?
I haven't a clue.
You're useless.
I'd beg your... He's sorry! Grabs you and runs out the door.
Keep track of your boss.
Where is Lorelei?
She's gonna run to Lorelei's house.
Lorelei doesn't have a house.
She's gonna go first to the Red Scar Bar.
Okay.
Lorelei!
She's not there.
Lorelei's not here?
Where is she?
I don't know.
You're useless.
Pardon me, young man.
Keep track of your boss's friend.
Gives you a long look. He's sorry. Rips you out the door.
It's a montage.
Is gonna run to Purvis's bar.
All right.
Lorelei! Is she there?
Nope.
She's not.
You're useless.
He's sorry. Rip you out. Gonna go to the bed and board.
Okay.
Is Lorelei here?
Oh, she's quiet one.
It's full of people, and she doesn't own this place.
Wow. Way to diss Yeisel's
As
bar.
the waitress goes and looks around. She knows all the mercenaries. Okay, bye. He's sorry. Drags you
Here
away.
he is!
She's got it out before
Yeah,
you.
yeah. This is so funny to me.
She's standing on Bar Street. Do you think she's at the tower?
Why would she be at the tower?
That's the only place I can think of.
No, you didn't go to the place that the other hotel.
Maybe she's with her girlfriend. Okay, but
Where-
it's candy, so it's important.
It is, yeah. And where is that again?
That's at the... I'll show you. And drags you into the inner run.
Kea'Na's our Google Maps.
Just like walks up the steps. Once she's like away from the... Lorelei! On Ari's door. Is she there?
I mean, that was my plan. I don't know what Ari's doing.
As
but,
Ari looks over at Lorelei and around, I believe that's your door. It's Kea'Na. She's not going away. Lorelei! Ari, are you in there? We're looking for Lorelei and we can't find her anywhere. And I'm starting to get worried. Please go open the door.
Alright.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Are you really doing okay? Because I got you some candy, so you'll be doing okay.
Thanks.
Welcome. Are you doing okay now?
Yeah.
For reals?
Yeah.
So you're coming with us tomorrow?
I don't know.
So you're not doing okay for reals? Because normally you'd be like, yeah, I gotta be with my peoples and protect them. But instead you're like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think Berrian wants me, so.
I think he does, because he was asking if you were coming, and then we're like, we're gonna go get her candy later, so we'll make sure that she's coming. And then Yazo was like, wow, I'm really worried about Lorelei, but she didn't actually say that, but I'm sure she is.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I want you to come because you're really good at stuff. And also, we're good friends, and I like you. And there's like games we played that would be no fun without you.
Thanks. I don't know.
What don't you know? We can go ask Beryl. I ask her all the things I don't know.
I just don't know what to do.
What you mean?
Well, what am I supposed to do about Berrian? If I can't ask him questions,
Drae was talking to Berrian about what was up, but I was running up and down the stairs because Drae was being really slow. She's gonna look over at Drae.
oh, I don't know. He's weird. You're weird. That makes no sense. What are you even saying? I don't know.
He was saying something about, like, you were calling him a liar and a cheater, and that's why he was upset or something.
Well, I don't care what he does. I just that makes things really complicated if it was happening with Lazuli, and kind of felt like he chose her over me.
Like he chose her over you?
Mhm.
I don't want Berrian to come on girls' night. He's not a girl.
What?
What did you say?
How could he choose you? We were going for a girls' night. If he chose you, Berrian would have had to have come to girls' night, which would have been weird, because I don't think he would have gotten into the cabaret thing that we went to, because he's not a girl.
Yeah, but why does he care so much about her and not about me at all?
I think Berrian cares about you.
No, he just cares that I don't like Lazuli.
I think he also cares about that. I don't think that means he doesn't care about you.
I mean, he cares about the fact that I can bring him back to life.
I don't think that's the only thing Berrian cares about.
Like what?
Pretty sure that if Berrian only liked you for bringing him back to life after you guys got in a big fight, he would have just hired somebody to bring him back to life because he's got a tower and like money and stuff now.
I don't know if anyone's as good as I am.
Probably not, but you get what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm
What do you
trying.
think Berrian cares about me?
I don't know, he likes you.
Shame to you, then.
Slick.
Yeah, but he doesn't yell at you all the time.
Sometimes. I was trying not to learn my letters, and Berrian yelled at me, and I gave a homeless guy 2,000 gold, and Berrian yelled at me.
Berrian didn't yell at her. For
This is Kea'Na's side of the story.
I just clarified that Berrian's not just screaming at people all the time.
Don't, this does not need very much reality in it. This is Kea'Na's story.
Well, as much as I like giving money to homeless people, that's less helpful than you'd think.
Okay. So anyways, Berrian does yell at me, which means he likes you too. So done there.
Done deal.
Well, thanks.
Okay, so you're coming tomorrow?
Are you gonna leave until I say yes?
No, I'm going to stay until you say yes. Also, did you even taste the candy?
Mm-hmm.
What flavor was it?
Blue.
It was strawberry.
There was a blue one.
She brought candy to all of them, and none of them actually cared enough. You guys didn't even have one.
It's so good now that they added the sugar again.
It's good. It's really good.
Okay, so see you tomorrow at the tower for this stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, love you, dunk. And then it's gonna run out.
I'm waiting for Kea'Na to give gold to one of the homeless people again and have them overdose and die. Like, it's got to have happened. It's got to have happened.
Literally.
Here's 50 gold.
Most people overdose because stuff is mixed into their things, not because they take, like, a ridiculous amount. Not only, just...
I've seen a lot of people overdose on meth!
Kea'Na runs out. Drae is left floundering there, and Ari's just gonna look at him.
Alright,
What?
cut to tomorrow.
Lovely to see you. The door's that way. I have a woman to comfort.
Touche.
Door shuts and we'll fade to black.
Well, she does have some ranting she wants to do to Ari.
Okay. Do you want to do that in character?
Yeah.
Okay, Ari sits back. Well, should we get undressed first or talk?
Why does everything good I try to do get me in trouble?
Excellent question. Probably how you go about it.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to teach rich assholes a lesson?
Carefully.
I'm so powerful.
Well,
I should just...
in my
Feel
experience,
that.
when powerful people try to teach rich assholes a lesson quickly, things go poorly for them. And my experience is you. And it's recent.
And like, I'm trying.
Yes?
Like, I don't think I've, like, started fights with Lazuli for no reason.
I don't care about Lazuli, so I'm not a good judge on this, because I'm just going to take your side.
Good.
We can curse her if you want, but I do think that will go counter to your most recent point.
It'd be so easy, though.
Not completely easy, but fairly simple.
Alright, take your clothes off.
You first. She's gonna come and start undressing you, as we'll fade to black now. As the next morning dawns, and you guys all find yourself at Berrian's Tower, Wednesday is in the midst of filling you full of a hearty breakfast, with heaping portions of meat for the two carnivores due to their brushes with death. Right, well, how long are you going to be going for this time?
I don't know.
Not more
Short.
than 2 days.
A few days, yeah.
Right. Well, I packed you a lunch at least and dinner if you want to take it.
You're amazing.
I know.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. As you guys work away at breakfast, she is going to fill your packs with food as well.
Lorelei gets there like an hour late. Just disheveled. Like,
Right, I got your breakfast too. Come sit.
thanks.
I've kept it warm. Just let me get it from the stove. She heads into the kitchen. Hi.
Hi.
See, Berrian, I told you Lorelei would come.
Just not make eye contact, right?
I figured she would come.
Okay. See, Lorelei, I told you Berrian thought we would come.
I tell them a breakdown of the thing again that we're doing. Can you tell them what we're doing again?
So, grabbing my notes. You guys are chasing down a wizard. I do believe. So you are tracking down Dilesus. She is a female water genasi and a wizard that Berrian was asked to bring in to meet before council. She stole from a fellow wizard while with her adventuring party, and then when called to account for it, escaped. And so has refused to come before council.
So
Okay.
we can't kill her.
And she's over by Camerondale, right?
Her tower is more northern than that, so she is in the Elven province, which
Okay.
is just like borders the Sicorn Desert on the north
Closer
and
to Ellerin
western.
or closer to Camerondale?
It's like northeast from Ellerin,
Okay, so closer to Ellerin or Camerondale?
like equally far from both.
Okay, so we'll go to Ellerin.
Ellerin would have so if you go to Camerondale, you're going to need to take a ship close to it and then get there. If you go to Ellerin, you're going to walk along the road.
We'll go to Ellerin then.
Okay.
All right. No, and then so the like potential other party members that were with her, they're not. No one's interested in them.
This is a dispute between wizards, so your job is to bring her before council.
Just her. So the other
Yes.
people that were with her don't
Yeah.
matter at all.
I mean, if somebody wanted to press criminally in the Empire, they could try to do that. But the Arcanum is not going to deal with them.
Okay. So we're just dealing with the wizard. We're trying to bring her in alive. It's Dilesus.
Dilesus, yes.
Ideally, we're not here to murder people. I'm not, like, mostly just stop and remove. We're not here to scorched earth kill people.
Damn.
That's okay, I don't really like killing people all that much.
Sure. Like, defend yourselves. You know what I mean? Just,
Duh.
if you can do it without murdering someone, then do that.
Right.
But I'm not telling you, like, if they're hitting to kill, don't pull your punches.
Yeah.
I use a sword anyways, so
Okay.
I get what you mean, though.
Alright, ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a teleportation spell, or how are you getting to Ellerin? Are you using teleportation spell, or do you have a teleportation
We've been to Ellerin before.
Yes.
So, probably teleportation.
Okay. As you guys are pulled through the portal,
How far is Ellerin from us? Actually, you know what? I do have a scroll. I'm going to use a teleportation scroll. Berrian. 2.
yes.
Here, I need one of those teleportation scrolls.
Give me a moment as he goes over to a room and you pulls it out of one of the locked cupboards and puts it into your hand.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And I'll cast with the teleportation scroll.
See him pull out a notebook and make a new teleportation scroll. Okay, so you guys use that. I'm pretty sure you picked up a piece of Ellerin last time you were there.
Yeah.
Which means this should go without trouble.
Ella.
As you guys vanish and appear almost with a lurch inside Ellerin. As you guys are in the city proper, you can see the buildings with their unique patterning being made to look like massive redwood trees growing up out of the ground, but cut short.
I drop the pebble that I had from there, and I pick up a different one.
Okay.
All
As
right.
Yazel, your stomach is thrown and churning as you appear in
Lesser
Ellerin.
restoration.
As you manage
She
to
doesn't react this time.
keep your lunch. Yeah,
It gets easier.
it does.
Lorelei just restores you out of habit.
As you feel the holy magic make any queasy feeling vanish.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you guys begin to make your way northward. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So,
And so it's me, Kea'Na, Lorelei, Drae, and Yaisel. There's 5 of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, on foot, it's going to take you guys about 2 weeks. If you get horses, it'll cut it down to a week.
Sure, we'll rent some horses.
Okay. So yeah, you guys rent a few horses, ride off, and
Can we rent a coach?
you could, yeah,
Yeah, we'll just
quite easily.
Brandon pay
Oh,
for
we're so
a
rich.
coach.
Something with a door.
You guys have a fairly uneventful travel. You're going along the fairly well protected King's Road, which is patrolled fairly regularly by half-cloaks, and anything too dangerous on it does get cleared out rather quickly. Not being said that there's never any wolves or anything that hasn't been dealt with yet.
Balhanoff.
What? Or
Bal-
Balhanoff, indeed.
We might be able to kill it now, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
Before or after he puts the paralyzing poison on its tentacles? Which Balhanoff? Like just a stock Balhanoff? Or
Yeah, just-
his
Poison doesn't affect me.
Hogren's Balhanoff?
Yeah, poison doesn't
You'd be
affect
fine. Yeah.
Ooh, we have a Balhanoff counter.
All right. Weird.
Yeah, so you guys are going along. You're out of the Great Plains at this point, which means you're starting to see more forests, more copses of trees, certainly more like hills and stuff like this than you guys are used to around Kilacre. Plenty of wildlife in the Elven Dominion, and traveling fairly well-known roads until you get to a crossroads that you guys would know you need to take one of the side trails off to a much smaller town where this wizard has made her tower. Fairly near the coast here, as you guys are riding up, and you guys are about an hour out of this small town.
When we get out of the town, I'm gonna grab a rock from there as well. Little pebble.
Okay, so I was giving you guys a chance to do any prep you wanted, like an hour out of town, but if you guys just want to be at the town, then...
Let's see, we are fighting a wizard, right?
Yeah.
So it's just all gonna be bullshit.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like rednecks. Like whenever we're like, oh, wizards, I feel like it's like we're rednecks being like, oh, those millennials.
Oh, those fancy folk.
Oh, them Democrats.
Getting after another one of them communists!
Hey, you know what? But that's the way you guys feel about wizards. So.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. I love it.
As you
Careful,
guys...
it get you in them magic mistlers.
As you guys arrive at a small town called Kilacre.
A Gilliguddy?
Just stop and water the
Like
horses.
Kilacre. Like
Okay.
acre is in a unit of land.
Oh, okay.
Stop, water the
Pickle
horses,
acre.
grab a
Kilacre.
grab a rock.
Nice. So close.
Should we leave the caravan here, or
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure you need more than one cart to be a caravan.
sure? Should we leave the coach here?
Cardivan.
Cardivan.
All right, let's take the coach with us.
Okay.
It's a cart.
I like driving it because the horses are real cool.
Right, let's go.
What are their names?
There's Betsy
Okay.
and there's Tom.
Wow.
Don't read the names on their saddles
Why?
because it's not Betsy and Tom.
Well, I mean, they're just names on saddles. Like what?
Exactly.
That
Maybe-
saddle could go on any horse.
Maybe it's the saddle's name.
Yep.
As you guys ride into Kilacre, as you can see, fairly standard small town. It's close to one of the rivers that heads out to the ocean. So it probably gets a fair bit of trade coming in this way on smaller ships that make a stop here and then head to the King's Road to kind of spread out over the empire from there. So yeah, pretty classic kind of trading town. You can see they've got a spot for barges to unload, which is probably the only really outsized thing for a town this size. A couple permanent houses. You can see 2 taverns, which is way more than would be needed to serve this place, but lots of rooms for travelers to stay at. And then kind of overlooking the settlement on a hill over near the river is a tower. and it's just this gray stone structure rising out, watching. It doesn't really go straight up. It kind of like bends and moves, and as it goes up, not enough to unbalance the structure, but it has some character to it for certain. And you can see from the stone that clearly quite a bit of the tower has been refurbished from what is like the very old pitted stone, and then the much newer, like kind of clearer gray stone that goes up it.
All right.
As you guys enter Kilacre, what are you getting up to? Where are you going first? What are you doing?
Maybe we kidnap
Does
someone she
Lorelei
loves.
have $1,000 relic of her god yet?
I don't know. Did you get one? That's the type of thing you would have to actually go and get.
Yes, see, so I don't think she does.
Then, yeah, I don't remember you ever going to get one of those.
Just curious.
Maybe we kidnap one of her loved ones and bargain them.
It's a pretty good plan.
It's an idea.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Well, they'll be fine.
She's the one running.
Yeah.
We need something to
Does she have
lure
any
her.
loved ones?
Well, she's in the tower. We can just go to the tower.
Yeah, but what if like
Where are her loved ones, though? Are they in the tower?
what if there's a lot of traps in there? Then we bring the loved one with them, and she can't set any of the traps off.
Wizards do like their traps. Have you seen Berrian's tower?
I don't know where any of her loved ones are.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe we like go around the town and be like, oh, you know this lady.
Goes up to the inn. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Kilacre. New faces.
Ah, yes.
We get a lot of those around here. What can I do for you? Where are you going?
I'm actually going to visit the Dilesus.
Oh, a resident wizard.
Yeah, do you know if she has any family in town, or
Family? No.
Oh. just
Really not.
just lives here?
Any girlfriends?
No ties?
boyfriends?
Pardon.
Like, is she dating anyone? Getting the tea?
We're looking to buy a gift.
Pardon my confusion, but why such interest in our resident wizard?
Looking to buy a gift.
Detect
I'm-
thoughts.
Okay.
I'm the biggest fan.
You detect thoughts. He's worried that you're more people looking for Dilesus. It's not the first time people have come around looking for her with unsavory intentions. And you also hear a conversation going over her head of her visiting quite a few of the people in town and warning them that some unsavory people were probably going to be coming looking for her. And you guys have immediately tripped his radar with the personal questions.
I'm gonna roll deception, but I'm gonna say I'm your biggest fan.
Make me a deception
Watch
check.
me fail. Watch me fail so bad. I
I
haven't rolled good in 2 sessions.
I mean, you did have a nat 20. Like, wasn't
Okay,
all
sorry. Sorry, I had one good roll.
One
when
good
my,
roll.
When my normal
Don't
was
discount it.
I will discount it.
You can't. There's only one. You can't discount it.
22.
McGillicuddy, I see that reference.
Pretty
22.
good roll.
To his 8.
Good job.
As he looks you up and down. I'm actually quite the fan of her myself. No bow or anything. Although I think she is close with that. There's a group she travels with, and I've seen her make eyes at their ranger. But nobody in town. Although they come by quite frequently.
Well, I'd love to hear more.
Well, I don't care much for the rest of her group. They can be a little rowdy, but Dilesus has been a boon for the town. I mean, they came and cleared out all of the undead in that tower, and she took it over since then, and things have gotten a lot safer. I mean, even if she's not around, nobody wants to mess with a wizard's town. And there was that water elemental that tried to come up the river, and she dealt with it fairly handily.
Wow.
All right. Well, thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
Very
You're
brave.
welcome. Can I get you a room or anything? Are you spending the night? Food? Drink?
Yeah, sure.
What time do you close?
Oh, I mean, we keep open at all hours if somebody's coming through, but we'll be dozing by probably midnight.
All right. Well, yeah, we might possibly spend the night. We'll come back though.
Very well. I'm afraid I only have 2 rooms open. I'm afraid both the inns are a little full. We could talk to one of the patrons and see if they're willing to move if you want more rooms.
I'm okay. I
and
can sleep
shuffle
outside.
so they're in the other tavern.
I'm good at sleeping outside.
You can share a room.
It's okay.
Well, we could certainly make room for you. We just
There's
have
3
to.
girls and 2 guys. Like, there's
Or if 2 rooms work for you,
Sure.
I can have a cot put
how
in.
much would you want for the rooms?
Let me look at my prices. See, you'd think this is the thing I'd have memorized by now, and you'd be wrong. Lodging, 5 silver per person. The rooms are made for 2 people, so 10 silver a room. Put the extra cot in, no charge if you're squishing.
Sure. Here's 3 gold.
Certainly. For a few days then.
Because it's 10 silver per room, so that's 1 gold for the one room, 2 gold for the other room, or it'd be 1.5 gold. So you get 2.5 gold. Here you go.
Thank you.
For tonight, we'll talk about it later for the other nights.
All right, very well. It should just be 2 gold, as it'll give you your 5 silver back.
Oh, he's giving us the other cot for free.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Well, it comes with breakfast, and if you want dinner, we've usually got something stewing.
Oh, thank you.
Also,
Wow.
I've heard there's going to be a bard in tonight. She was playing at the other tavern last night, apparently quite good. So, if you're down for any entertainment...
Take a look.
Sure, sounds fun.
All right, I'll walk out. Thank you.
You guys head back out into the streets of Kilacre. You can see bustling. There's a barge coming up, and you can already hear quite a bit of like hubbub coming up as people are heading down to the dock they have there to unload as they see it coming, and the flurry of activity coming up.
Honestly, I think we just go talk. Why not? What she got
Because
charged
she'll
for
run away?
stealing someone?
So her and her party took something from a wizard, and he brought it to the Arcanum because they're both members, and it was against the rules of the Arcanum.
Sure, and she'll run away and leave her tower, and that's smart.
What if she
I don't know.
kills us?
I don't know. Do we have to go and try to kill her? Like, sure, if she tries to kill her, we'll kill her. Like, we'll deal with this stuff. But I'm like, maybe we try and talking. Sounds like she's done some good stuff here. Maybe she'll come back and just talk to the guild.
I feel like, why would she run away if she's willing to talk now?
I don't think she's ran away. She's at her tower.
Yeah, but she was called to the Arcanum and didn't go.
Yes, she was. She refused the summons of the Arcanum.
So maybe we'll ask and we'll see what.
Did she, like, just ghost them, or did she actually, like, send something back?
They sent somebody with a letter. She read it and sent them packing and never responded.
Maybe.
So they know it's delivered to her, and she never responded.
Maybe she's Maybe she's been overtaken like the other one.
Maybe we can offer some help. Maybe we just we'll do some investigative work before we pull out the blades. How does that sound?
We should stay in town. Maybe get some
All right.
reps so they don't suspect us.
Okay.
Maybe do a favor for someone?
Can we? I asked him. Can we leave the coach here?
Oh,
Stable it?
yes.
Thank you.
Stabling is what is it?
Oh, here's a goal. Just I don't need to worry about
Oh,
it.
certainly, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. All right, walk away.
There's 5 silver to 1 gold per night. So.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go do this. Anything any of you need to do before we go?
I don't know. Is there anything to do around here?
Should we like build some rep?
Like,
I
did
don't
we
know.
see any cool buildings?
There's not a lot of like ostentatious buildings. The probably coolest building, the church, looks quite old and is not a church to Nuldir. It is a church to Seroth, which don't typically get like quite a building, but this is a fairly large church.
Man,
At least by Seroth standards, not by Nuldir's, but.
When we get,
chaos.
I will cast detect
monkeys.
magic as a ritual when we get up close-ish to the tower.
Okay, yeah, you start walking up the tower. There's a couple of kids like playing in a field nearby, and
They're all magic.
you guys turn onto what is fairly freshly bricked path that goes towards the tower. And when they see you turn off it, all 3 of the kids go running towards the tower, and you hear them like shouting out in front of you, "People coming! There's people coming! There's people coming!"
She's got guards.
As they run off, and then you guys get up to the tower, and you can see them peeking out from behind one of the walls. They look maybe like 6 or 7.
Dre just sort of synchronized.
I'll just
They duck back, and then you see
smile
the
at them.
eyes like come out slowly again after you wave at them.
I have candy.
Berrian will just smile and be like,
Mom said I'm not allowed to take candy from people that she doesn't say is okay.
Mom
I
said?
can meet your mom.
You want to?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go get her. As he goes running through the field, and the other kids are like looking between you and between him, and then both of them decide as they all 3 are now running, 2 trailing behind him through
Not
the field.
towards the tower.
Oh, no, away, towards
Okay.
the town, as you see one of them trip over like a gopher hole or something and come up, and they've got like a muddy arm as they running through the field.
Get up to the tower.
I'll
as you
wait
guys go.
outside while they go in.
Okay.
Dre will just be like leaning against the wall, like like, being out of peripheral of someone who would, like, step out or look out of the door. Just,
Okay.
like, not obviously there.
Okay. So you're just out of view of the front of the tower, leaning against the wall. Berrian, you step up and knock on the door. Yazel, you're waiting on the side. Kea'Na is just kind of in the mix at this point.
I'm here.
I'm waiting for the
As you knock a few times, you guys hear like a sloshing sound, and then a... Who is it? I didn't invite any guests.
It's alright. My name's Berrian.
What brings you here, Berrian? As you guys can hear coming from what looks like an arrow slit in the tower.
I'd love to have a conversation.
What are you selling?
Nothing, more so a conversation about... Let's be honest, Dilesus, you know why I'm here.
Are you wearing your Arcanum robes?
Yes.
Okay, then...
Well, like, I have my my circles on.
You're the, enforcers from the Arcanum?
I'm someone here to have a conversation with you to investigate and find out some information.
Well, in that case, what information can I provide? You'll forgive me for keeping tower walls between us?
Just wondering, you were summoned to go talk to the Arcanum and you didn't go?
I'm not going to go talk to those old crooks.
Okay, and that's fine, but we're all part of the Arcanum. So if you have nothing to worry about, then why aren't you going?
Because they're just going to take his side.
And who is that?
You're here about the geezer whose ring went missing, right?
Yes, apparently you stole some item from someone.
I didn't steal an item from him.
Okay. I'm just here as a bystander, so it probably would help you to fill me in.
Also, we got hydrates.
Oh, do we get hydrates?
Oh.
What do we got? What do we got? We got Yondu with a boy's hydrate and a Runa juice.
I'm out of hydrate.
Runa juice.
I just have pop.
The coolest thing about water bottles is
I will come back with water after the break.
Well, you
and
can hydrate with
that.
pop.
I'm gonna hydrate with the pop, but I feel like hydrate deserves water. You know.
Yondu.
Thanks, Yondu. Runa juice.
It's all the way over there.
Pop
Juice. He spent 500 bits. 500
Not
Yondu,
bits, channel points.
thank
channel
you.
points.
Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
Yondu. People coming! There's people coming! I'll accept the pop. Okay. I'm still coming back with the water, so you'll get it either way. Oh, wow. From the bottle. Runa. That was beer. Admittedly root beer, but...
I wish it was beer.
Sarsaparilla.
Say yes, Sprilla.
I don't know what there is to tell you. I didn't take the thing.
Okay, so then how did
Insight
do you
check.
have the ring?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just from Lorelei.
Okay.
Does anything happen when I cast guidance?
Are you casting it right now?
Yeah.
It will be counterspelled by the door.
Alright. Still insight check, but
Oh, was it like a glyph?
Yondu said, I mean, I could make her do water. I have 17.1k.
Hey, you want to come deliver it?
So
Bring water, Yondu. No reason.
there was a glyph on the door?
Yes.
I also can see the glyphs with my detect magic.
Yes. Yeah, you could.
How many are there?
So you see the one flash, and there is another one underneath it. They seem to be layered on top so that you can't count them.
Okay.
alright.
Oh, well, you would be able to see them, because they're still there.
No, they've just drawn glyph over glyph. Like it's just one
okay.
deep glyph at this
Sure.
point. Yeah.
So without guidance, it's a 31.
Going by her voice, it's she's not an incredibly hard read. She's not saying everything. She sounds less like somebody who's lying and more like somebody who's like bending the truth or dancing around something, like that. And seems fairly ready to just bully you with that, like into leaving. Yondu says, "Remember, Runa. Remember."
But she's not like just making up whatever.
She doesn't seem to be bullshitting. At least not completely.
I'll remember. Oh, I will.
Dilesus, here's the thing.
Stranger.
Berrian.
Berrian.
Yes.
You were saying?
So, do you have the ring?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well, obviously it is, because I'm here.
No, she does. Yeah, that's a lie.
She does have it?
Well, Lorelei would pick up that that's a lie from her insight check.
Yeah. You would just hear it lie in your head.
And he's just gonna look and he's like, okay, so you do have it.
And what makes you believe that?
My friend here. And I'm just gonna like head nod to Lorelei.
What about her?
I don't know. Can't you detect it?
It's not magically
It's not
detected.
magic. This is.
No, but I'm not saying that. Like, just look.
Fine, I have the ring. What's your point?
Okay, great. Did you steal the ring?
No.
Okay, so explain yourself. God forbid you maybe win a friend.
My companion took the ring and gave it to me.
Which one?
I don't see why I should need to incriminate them.
Was it the Ranger boy?
Because they were the one who stole the ring.
What do you know about my companions? So he gets a response.
He was a ranger
I know enough.
boy.
What is that supposed to mean?
So smart.
We do look when we do research before we come to these jobs.
I'm not going to tell you who took it.
That's fine. We already know.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna lean over. I'm like, which one of the 5 companions should we go grab?
Ranger boy, she's a crush on him.
Alright, I guess we could start with the ranger.
I see you've been talking and gossiping with the people in town.
Of course.
Shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Oh, is there
Sure.
someone else?
Here, look.
Good luck finding them. They heard I was in trouble and went into hiding.
That's fine.
Fine, we're not going for them, as she's gonna start looking for a way in.
There's the door on the outside of the tavern.
Is there
Other
a
than
way
that, there's
to
arrow
scale?
slits going up. It's very climbable.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna skip.
I'm looking up at where her voice is coming from.
Okay.
So I can see her through the arrow slit,
No, she is not visible through the arrow slit.
but I can hear her.
You can hear her.
Okay, I can see into the room.
Yeah. Nope. There appears to be something covering the arrow
And-
slit, and she does sound muffled, like there's a barrier between her
And the
arrow
way
slit.
she's been talking, she can see us.
She does sound like she can see you. Yeah.
Okay, but not through the arrow slit. That's
Yeah.
covered.
No, you can't see through the arrow slit. And if
Okay.
you look closely, it looks like there's some sort of fairly thick, like rubber or something covering it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna casually try and pick the lock,
Okay.
like on the front
Step
door.
over. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
and
warn
make
him, I'm
a
like-
lock
I'm
picking
gonna
check.
start scaling it
There's
open.
glyphs on the door there.
Okay, make me an athletics check. As you
Also a monk.
Oh yeah, you just step and go running up the side of that tower as you pull out your tools and get to the lock. And as your tools touch the lock, you hear, "I guess that's how it's gonna be. I'll see you all at the bottom." And you hear some more sloshing from up above.
I mean,
the
like, I'm
tower.
trying to be discreet about it. Like,
She immediately saw you.
alright.
Sorry, see you at the bottom?
As you get no response.
Bottom of her grave.
As you're now on the lip of the
Yeah.
edge and pull yourself onto the top of the tower. As you can see, she's got a fairly nice setup up here. There's a like glass covered structure at the top. There's a chair, a little like pond built inside, a couple of flowers growing up, and it looks like a lovely spot to like watch the
I'm
sunset over
gonna
the ocean.
detect thoughts with my eyes. Because I just have a little time.
You mean, detect magic?
Yeah, magic.
That makes more sense. Yeah, there is magic. There's not like a hatch. There's an actual door built up in like a stairway that comes. There's definitely magic on it, and there's magic on a couple other spots on the roof here of varying different schools.
Is there anything that seems dangerous?
I mean, if you want to go through that door, probably gonna have to tangle with whatever's on it.
But I mean around. Like if I break this glass.
The glass doesn't seem to be enchanted itself. But I mean, she could have set something to trigger on the glass being broken.
Okay, I'm gonna try to break the glass.
Okay. Your fist goes through it.
Roland's gonna try
It's
and cast
an illusion?
guidance.
No, your fist
Oh.
shatters the glass. You're now arm deep in her sunroom up top.
Berrian just drops his head.
As you hear from above the sound of glass shattering.
I'm just gonna try one more time. Can we please just try to talk? Do we have to do it like this?
make me a persuasion check.
The thing that I'm real good at.
DC's fairly high given the lockpicks and shattering glass, but not impossible.
13.
12.
There is no response. You just hear like the sound of somebody like pulling themselves from a pool or something from the second floor. And make me an Arcana check. Actually, Perception's probably more appropriate.
17.
Perception's good. The 24.
You also hear the faint
That's a very good
but
Arcana.
telltale sound
Yeah.
of the teleportation circle spell being completed.
Being. It takes 10 minutes or a minute to cast it. So it just happened automatically?
And it takes 10 minutes if you don't already have it cast into a glyph.
Sure.
I am going
Or
to
a minute.
I am going to destroy everything on top. Purposely.
Because you guys just hear glass shattering, and eventually there's just a frame of the thing, and glass just covering her sitting area,
So-
filling the little pond up there. The plants are like showered and bowed
Throwing
under it.
furniture off.
I can hear the teleportation spell going off.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. On the second floor where I'm feeling it, disintegrate. A 10 by 10 square of the wall where the towers is gone.
Okay, I do have to roll for the doors counterspell.
Okay,
Well,
what
well,
level?
like I
What
said-
hold on. What
like I
level
s-
are they?
It's a base level
Like I
counterspell.
said before, Lorelei tried to cast guidance on Drae and has just sort of been trying.
Oh, have you been continuously
Yeah.
doing it? Oh,
That
there's
does
probably at
change
least
things.
one left.
Okay.
She had quite a few stacked on this.
Okay, because you have to counter. Yeah, never mind. She has to have to roll. So this is 7th level. So
That is a 15, which is not
Fails.
enough. As you guys watch, no sound, no crumble, just a green beam shoots up, and some of the tower is eaten away.
it eats a 10 by 10 cube.
The old tower holds strong. There is a shower of stones that come from the top that are no longer supported from below, as a mix of this like ancient gray stone and the much newer refurbishments that come showering down, and you guys have to take cover behind the tower.
Sorry, it
And coming pouring down is
I moved. That's the second thing I was saying is I'm stepping out of I would have moved people out of the way.
yeah.
Okay.
And also a very large quantity of water comes just pouring down the side of the tower.
So 41 to pick the lock.
You can feel the magic like fighting it. It feels like a tug of war. You're like, push a little and you're like, no. As you get it set.
What?
As you get covered in water that comes pouring down the
thirsty.
top. It's salt water.
So the second, the 10 by 10 cube out of the second floor.
Yeah, as you guys can see, the second floor was mostly converted into some sort of like pool, and the rubber is now like hanging down. Is what would have been covering the arrow slit as well.
Okay.
It was mostly filled with water that has now come pouring out and soaked the half of this hillock. As there's like screeching stop of a kid running up.
You should probably go back home for a while.
Same kid whose mom is like
Yeah, it's
40
like
feet.
she's not visible from the top.
You're like looking, and you can see him like come to a dead stop, like halfway through the field. His mom way behind him, not wanting to sprint. As this tower, like half of it just vanishes, and water comes pouring out as he goes running back, and you can see the mom like scoop him up and go hurrying towards the town.
I don't see anything else in this room.
If you want to appear up there on the second
Sure.
floor. So yeah, it looks like it was mostly converted to a pool. Unlike your regular pool, there's a lot of household items that were being kept in the water. Many of them came out with the water. But there's a writing desk, there's a very strange pen with what looks like a paste beside it that is used for the ink. You can see a bed, not like a foam or feathered bed or anything of the sort, but this seems to have been her bedroom, and was
In water.
basically filled with water, yeah.
Okay. And there's nothing else in here now.
Lots of it came pouring out and is scattered among the stones, but there's nothing incredibly
I
interesting
don't
other
see
than
a circle.
No, but there is another door and it's open, and you can see the no longer glowing circle through it.
Is her dealing with the water elemental either taking it and keeping it, or is she the water elemental? She got a lot of water on her.
You guys know she's a water genasi, which means she has water elemental in her blood or in her makeup.
It's like, there was like the water, and I was like...
She uses a water elemental for makeup?
Can I go look at the portal and see if I can deduce anything?
Make me an Arcana check, yeah.
As she's like destroying the top, making it like she's trying to make it unfun, you know? Like
9.
you have to go fix that shit. She's
19.
like stomping into the floor.
You just ripping flowers out, squashing them. You're like breaking rocks on the side of her
She
little pond.
Is grinning. She's having the time of her life, destroying this garden.
Ripping the, you guys see a shrub come flying over the edge, just in tatters. What did you get? 19. You look at it and you can see, having left in haste, there is a mark still glowing there that you could use to follow after her.
Let's go. Grab that pen.
So you peer down and you can see part of the tower's just missing and a few more of the stones no longer held up, like unseat and
Is there
tumble down.
a cool monk way where I could like run down and then
like,
swing in?
Yeah, you could run down the face of this and like catch the edge and kind of fall into
like
the
swing
tower.
in legs first. Like
You
cool.
step out, fall, grab onto like the lip of the tower and get yourself in at an angle. You kind of like Superman roll in and roll to your feet on what used to be the bottom of this pool here.
Come on.
As you can see Berrian, who's pointing at a pen in the room and is inside the portal room.
I'm going to go over and just like help them up.
Okay, yeah, you head over. Drae, are you coming up the long way or are you climbing up the outside?
I am going in the door that I open.
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw. So you step in the doorway on the first floor.
Natural 20.
As you are like, I'm going this way, and throw the door open, and something tingles, and you just close it as you can see a little belch of flame come out the sides.
And then walks in.
As you step in, and you can see what seems to be a sitting room. Nice carpet, couple of decent chairs that look like they brought in. They don't quite fit the aesthetic of this place. Yeah, and the carpet's like weird, like something that if it got wet wouldn't like soak in or something like that, like almost like a plastic. Yeah, there's a kitchen off on the far side, and then steps going up the side of the tower.
Going up the stairs.
Okay, as you go and step, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Natural 20.
As you're about to step on the stairs and you pause with your foot, like about to hit the first step, and you look at the torch on the wall, you look at the stairs, and they're not casting a shadow.
Is there another way up?
Not that you can see.
I take out my stupid fucking possessed dagger and throw it at the stairs.
It just vanishes. Just goes through them. It's an illusion.
And then I would catch it telekinetically.
Don't you need to be able to see it?
That's a good point.
Okay, maybe this is a good thing.
You do hear it bounce off something below. Not on the same level you're on.
Found a way down. Also, I have to go down.
Okay, well, we're going to go through the circle up here. Are you guys...
I'll be right there. I'm just gonna like poke my head through the illusion.
You poke through, and you can see ground there where you're looking, but you can see a little hole that's been made in the ground. And as you pull, it's paper painted like stone, and there is like a 10-foot spike pit down there, and you can see your dagger lodged between a couple. As it floats back up to you, and you grab onto it. Looking through the illusion, you can see if you go to where the stairs would stop, there's a ladder going up inside the illusion.
All right, we're right there, and I'm gonna majestically leap and grab the ladder.
Could Lorelei and them know to come up as
Yeah,
well?
Lorelei just flies up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you climb up, push open the hatch above you. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 14.
That's a fail!
Oh, well, wait. Like, natural 14 is a...
Oh, yeah, natural 14.
Is a 19.
You better.
That is a success.
It's a dex save. I'm a fighter.
As you lean back as the poison dart, like, between your arms, between your legs, like, down where your face would have been pointing up, and you rip some paper on the bottom.
Climb out of the hatch. Walk over to the
Climb
pool.
up in. Make me a make me a perception check.
It's 23.
Okay, you get up there, and you're about to close the hatch, and you can see the spring trap on it for when you close it that's, like, set to break and set, and you're not sure what's going to happen. It's going to be something ugly with this
Just
trap
leave it
door.
open.
Leave it leaned there as you walk over to your brother. And as you step through the doorway, you can
Good
see a
to
little
go.
bit of stone on the outside where he's made this whole, like, spark and fizzle as most of the rune is gone at this point, and the trap that would have been set off from across the room just fails against the wall.
Untouched. For through 2 levels of a wizard's tower. With, using 0 kosh.
Stand behind your brother.
Alright, so we're all there now, all 5 of us.
You're all there at this point.
Alright, we can do this cautiously, or we're gonna go there. She went here. We could be underwater. Are we okay with that?
I don't have anything water related prepared, so yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I'm holding my breath.
Hold on.
What determines how long you can hold your breath? for?
Constitution score. It's 1 minute plus another minute per con modifier you have.
3 minutes.
There you go.
What did we use before? When we went underwater?
In this campaign?
Yeah, we went underwater to get to the tower.
Oh,
I have a thing I can do.
was it Ari who cast water breathing on you guys?
I don't think
No,
so.
she was there for flying. Can't remember.
What?
Cannot remember what you guys did
I feel
last
like it
time.
was Alter, like he used Alter Self.
No, I have water breathing.
That.
Might have been that.
Figured it out.
How many? Okay, I'm gonna cast water breathing on as a 3rd level, and it's
Okay.
all it does up to 10 creatures.
Okay.
But it's non-concentration. It's 24 hours.
As you cast the spell on the group, Kea'Na's gonna make a save. Just kidding.
She resists.
Okay, let's go. And I'm going to use the spell in my sword, my teleportation circle.
Okay. As you mark down the inscription on there, you cast it out of your sword as all of you feel yourself being pulled away by the teleportation circle, and you find yourself appearing.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Where are we?
Should still be fine now.
7th. And a 3rd.
As you guys find yourself suddenly surrounded by water. You can see the circle underneath you flashing as you guys are in some sort of prison made out of coral and steel that has been brought down here. You can see the room is about a 20 by 20 room. Something you guys would like to share with
We'll
the
look at
class?
We're figuring things out. Continue.
Okay. So you guys find yourself in about a 20 by 20 room in some sort of prison cell built into what appears to be reef, which seems to be what surrounds you on all sides. There is about 3 prison cells in here, and you guys are in one of them. The only other one that is occupied that you can see has some sort of, they're more demonic than a tiefling. They have almost like a fur to them, and they seem trapped under the water, and they have a bored look on their face, horns growing out of their head.
Okay, good. It's not.
What's that?
Never mind.
Yeah, you can.
And then you see them snap to you guys as you all appear. Oh, visitors, visitors.
Is it dark?
No, not really.
All right.
Put up with it for a second.
What's on the other part of the cell? Outside of the 3 cells.
There seems to be a hallway, and then partway up, there's like an opening in the reef, and all of this is underwater. Yes.
I'm gonna quickly darkness step out,
Okay.
and then get rid of darkness.
As you cast darkness around yourself, appearing outside of the
Is there
cell.
a lock on the cell?
There does not look like there is a lock.
So how does this cell hold itself together?
There is a door,
Sure.
but there's no lock on it.
Okay.
As you appear outside of the cell, and you're up, I'm not allowed to let you do that. Please go back in.
I'm gonna use my gloves darkness on myself.
All right. Well, just open
As
the
you
door.
see him still staring directly at
Oh,
you.
he's fucking
I'm a
blindsided.
devil, darling.
Just open the.
They call it devil's sight for a reason.
Just open the door.
You can talk with water breathing.
Oh, just open the door and she'll come back in.
Well, good, as long as you don't resist. As he's going to cast something towards you. Are you resisting?
Yeah.
Make me a
He
charisma
said
saving.
we said to open the door, not cast something at me.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
You're not.
I'm not very
Yeah.
very charismatic. Natural 20.
As you can feel the water around you kind of shake a bit as the space seems to like bend and distort, and you feel something trying to like tether you, and you manage to shake off that feeling as you
Can I
sever whatever it is.
Recognize what spell that is?
You can't see him with the darkness between the two of you.
I will drop it because he can see me anyway.
Okay, as the darkness vanishes and you can see the water like shaking around her a little bit as he's.
I think you should open the door.
That is the door.
You can open the door. You're outside of it.
I'm gonna go to the cell door.
You go look over. There's no lock on it.
Hey, wait, I'm looking around the room. Is it just the cells?
Yeah. Yeah, other than him, there's the cells, and then there's the hole in the reef, like, kind of up above that you could swim through.
I have it up already.
Okay. Detecting magic, I mean, there's, magic on the cells, and then there's also magic filling most of this room, and, definitely magic on the devil, and you can see it in almost, like, marching lines of, runic symbols that travel up him, around the neck, down the other arm, almost making like shackles on his arms as well that are invisible to regular sight.
Alright, I don't have time for this. Enlarge reduce on the door.
Okay.
I'm reducing it.
As it cracks itself down and pulls itself from the corner of the reef.
Then I just walk out.
As you kick the door down, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
As he's gonna. I tried, and his
Isn't
hands
he
are gonna start to
stuck
glow.
in a...
You're in
cage?
darkness.
He is in a cell.
I dropped it.
Hmm?
I dropped it.
You dropped your glove darkness too.
So you guys can see.
There she
You
go.
still get 2d8.
I don't know. Would I
Well,
have
it's
dropped-
fine. It's fine either way. I'm just curious. 11.
I'd like not to, but if, I want you guys to see.
The struggle. Okay, Berrian.
16.
That's exactly what I got for you. Drae.
16.
One more than I got for you.
What's your dice?
Yeisel.
Plus 5,
15.
we have to roll off. Maybe.
I'm just going to do it as Berrian first because that's how it showed up in my thing, and I can't change that without changing your guys' score. Lorelei.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
22.
Okay. As that starts us with Lorelei, as he's kicking out, and you can see, I tried, and hands start to glow with this purple energy on the devil across from you all.
Straight. Oh. Wait. I forget what Lorelei can do.
And actually, it's 7:49. We're going to be into this by the time our break starts.
And
so
I cast.
we're going to take our break there, folks. As I'm very cold, I need a blanket. And so we're going to be back in 10-15 minutes, folks. We are going to hop into this combat with the devil that guards the prison of Dilesus, deep beneath the waves, who knows where. We're going to run a quick 1-minute ad while we're gone. We're going to give you some slideshows to watch by the lovely Runa, and then we'll be back. So stick around for that, and we'll see you all very soon. Yondu says, Nat 20, we roll in a knit. The cliffhanger, right? Lorelei going to do something very exciting. Alex has time to actually think out his moves. He's definitely not the one who takes the longest out of the group. I'm not bitter. We love you all. Be right back. Hello, welcome back. They didn't shout at the beginning. This is going to be such an easy cut. I can't wait. Okay, you may have noticed we took a little bit of a long break there. So we did have a little bit of a character-to-character disagreement at the start of the session that we had cliffhangered off of the last main session we had. And so we took a little extra time to break that down and make sure everyone was flat about it and knew what they were planning on going forward. And there was some tension. And there was some understanding. So there's a mixed bag of tension and ideas for the future going on right now. But we are at a point safe enough that I think we're good to play. And if it turns out I'm wrong, we'll take another break and finish talking it out. Because safety indeed. So we ended, before our break, with the party trapped underwater, with water breathing cast on them, so that's a positive, inside of a prison of coral and steel. Across from them, some devil, able to see through Yaizel's darkness, who asked them politely to stay in their cell. And since they have refused, his hands have begun to suffuse with purple energy. And we had just rolled initiative, and we're starting on Lorelei's turn with her natural 20 for initiative.
That was the thing I was supposed to think about.
Yeah, that thing. I told you have plenty of time. You better have fucking done it. No, we were talking about other stuff, so I totally understand.
I'm going to cast
It's so fast.
Phantasmal Killer on him.
Phantasmal Killer. That's the one that traps them in an illusion in their mind? Or makes them think there's like a monster coming to kill them.
There's a monster coming to kill them.
Yeah.
They have to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw for our devil friend here. Okay. A d6 advantage to anybody who guesses what I rolled.
Natural 20.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
As she fails. Okay, I'm going to take a look at Phantasmal Killer.
So, the first saving throw, they are frightened. And not like of me, but just frightened.
Okay.
So they've disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of each of their turns, they have to make a wisdom save or take 4d10.
Wisdom save for 4d10. Okay, let me just look at resistance and immunities, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, good on that. I was half listening to what you said. I am still going to look it up. Is she doing anything else for their turn?
She's gonna get out of the cage.
How so? Just through the doorway?
Yeah.
Okay. As you step out through the doorway, and you are now in the fairly cramped hallway that runs up the middle of this, and you can see him from inside his own cage. Although the bars look quite wide, like somebody could, if they really wanted, squeeze through it, and he certainly could.
Okay, I'm gonna try and, like, get away from... Can I fly underwater?
No.
Okay, so... not move very far.
Yeah, you would be at half movement, and it would be your walking speed.
Yeah, so it would be a 15 per round. So just, like, out and sort of out of the way.
Okay. As you join Yaizel and Berrian out in the hallway, I need to find my initiative tracker. That brings us to Kea'Na, who is not enough room in the hallway with all you guys out there, so she is going to draw the face steel blade that appears on her back. And she's going to hold an action for if it comes close enough to swing at. Not very hopeful on that one. But Berrian, you're up.
So it's feared, so it can't move closer to you, and it has disadvantage on attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will,
Think we might have advantage to hit it too?
Not with fear, no.
Okay.
sure.
So it's just bad at hitting things.
Yeah. I will,
Give myself a condition card.
Mind Sliver.
Okay, that's an intelligence saving throw. That is a 14.
Fails.
Frightened. Somebody bought me these cards. I better use them.
Alex.
Anybody who wants? I got my nice conditioned card.
10.
Takes 12 psychic damage. Disadvantage.
Okay, so it can still move close to you because it's frightened of the illusion you create. So there's not like a source of something that it can't move towards.
Well, so where's the illusion then? So we'll have to put the illusion on the board.
Yeah, so the illusion's going to be moving and attacking it. So the easiest way to deal with it is it can move freely.
Okay.
Because it can obliquely get at you pretty much wherever the illusion gets put specifically, which
Sure.
is not really what the spell's about.
So I bonus action up beside it,
Okay.
and I'm going to hit it with my sword.
It's inside itself, so you are going to have to squeeze through the bars.
Far step.
Oh, that'll work. I forget about that sometimes. As you vanish and reappear within its...
Does Far Step
so-
underwater leave like a little rim-shaped
I'm very
bubble that
curious.
then...
No, it does not leave a void that then collapses in on its health.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. It says an unoccupied
Nice.
space that you can see.
Is
Does
it
water
dark
count
down
as
here?
occupied? It is not. Nope.
Okay, 21.
A 21 will hit as you appear beside the devil and swing towards it.
Just give me 1 sec. Did it look like it resisted the psychic damage?
It did not appear to.
All right. 1, 1, 2, 2, 6.
Okay, so 4, 6, 12.
22 damage, with 1 of it being slashing. Or no, 11 of it slashing, the rest is like... Does it matter?
If your weapon is magical, in this case, it does not.
Okay, so yeah, 22 damage.
Unless it's cold.
Nope.
Or fire or poison. Okay, 22 damage as you appear beside it, drawing your wooden blade and slashing across it. Anything else?
Oh, that's my turn.
Okay, that brings us to even Drae.
Okay.
I would like to move around so someone else could get flanking on it easy.
Sure, yeah.
I have
You,
lots
you
of
could have
movement.
appeared beside it.
So Dre's 30 feet of he gets his movements like a swimming speed equal to his walking speed.
He's a mariner.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Which
great.
has not come up very much in this
Is this
campaign.
Mariner's armor?
Mariner, the fighting
It's
style.
the fighting style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Swimming and climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
There you go.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. Is very rarely uses it, but is pretty good at it.
Since you have a swimming speed, I won't require a bonus action to move through the bars, because you should have enough
Ooh,
movement
alright.
to spend on it anyways.
So, yeah, I'm going to do bonus action summon Shadow Blade. Like torpedo through the water
Okay.
and stab him twice.
Okay. This is your first time using it underwater. You feel as you draw the sword, and you can see
Or just the Shadow Blade that like gets possessed too.
You can see
or
the
something?
scratch marks that
Yeah.
show up on it from that outsider griffin that you fought. Try to spark, and the water douses it, and the blade shakes a little, almost like it's been, almost like sickened or something like that.
Cute.
Go ahead and roll
This
the
is a
hit.
separate weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah, we learned this the other fight.
okay.
So do I do D8s? No, you don't.
5D. Oh, I have 5 right here.
Yeah, I'll still damage 5D8.
4.
And then I need some D6s.
Just 5D8s.
I should probably see if I hit first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You have advantage.
19.
You have with advantage?
Or no, that's no,
so
no, it's 28. Sorry.
28.
That'll hit.
I'm looking everywhere but my stat block. A 28 will hit. Yeah.
All right. Plus, that is 60 points of damage on the first hit.
60 points of damage as you cut across it with your blade made of shadow.
Next hit is a natural 1 and a 2. So, like a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
Alright.
As one of the hands comes up and travels along with the blade, and it meets the purple like it meets steel. Okay, that brings us to Yeisel, who is out here already. You've dropped your darkness as it was able to see through it with its devil's sight.
And it's not dark down here.
It is not, no.
I'm gonna no. I'm not going to. I'm gonna witch bolt him.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit as the crackling line of energy appears between the two of you.
Dirty 20.
That will hit, yes. As you can feel the tether meet between the two of you.
Yes.
12 damage, lightning.
Lightning damage. Okay.
We're underwater.
You are underwater.
Does the lightning do anything?
I'm waiting to find out.
Witch Bolt is a weird lightning spell.
It's like tethers, right?
Yeah, Witch Bolt's weird enough, and warlocky enough that I'm going to leave that one alone.
Okay.
But lightning is not incredibly advised underwater, and fire is right out. As this is now crackling between the two of you, and you can see the water touching it start to like pop a little bit, but seems to be suppressed by something. That brings us to the devil, who now has the lightning between him and you. Oh, you know what? It should have had advantage against Phantasm.
Why?
Because it's magic resistant as the devil. But it did not roll much better than the natural one. It got 3 higher for a natural 4. It is going to take the purple from its hand. It's got the brothers on either side of it, and it is going to turn. And instead of hitting one of you, it just moves back, so you're both between it, and it's going to hit the two of them together, and there's a pulse of mist that comes out of it. I need both of you to make me Constitution saving throws.
Is it a spell?
It is not a spell.
Okay.
So it's poison. It's another natural 1. Join me.
It's a 5.
Yeah. Not a lot. 6.
A 6 is also a failure. Where are my poisoned cards? Because I need to give you two some.
Just keep mine.
Well, I'll keep one in front of me, but
I
they've
can just put it on my character sheet.
Sure. I have it in front of me, so I know. So a poison creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Sure.
Okay. Enough shuffling cards. As this spreads out between the two of you, so you are both poisoned as you can feel it kind of like burn against your skin and work its way through your nostrils. That is 13 poison damage to both of you as well.
Sounds good.
And then it's going to turn, and you watch the purple, that it's just do this. As it lessens a bit, it moves its hand through, and you can see some of the poison that's still swirling around here gather around the claws on this, as it's going to make a claw attack on both of you.
Disadvantage because it's frightened.
Correct. It rolled the same thing twice, so 13.
Who's it attacking?
This is for Drae.
Oh, misses.
And then Berrian with disadvantage. Okay, it rolled a little higher. Rolled way higher on the second one, but it's disadvantage. That's a 17 to hit Berrian. As you both dodge back, despite the water hindering you a bit, you manage to avoid its poisoned claws. Lorelei is back up with that.
Alright, so...
Oh, I didn't make it saving throw.
Oh, you're correct. That's a natural 2
So it
against
takes
it.
4d10.
It does have advantage. It didn't get better enough.
Anyways, and it has my sliver as well.
Yeah, which would have been used on it. But
Yep,
it's
that's
failed
fine. So
anyways.
it failed. So it takes in 4d10.
I want to check mine.
It was a 16 minus
Yeah, it's
1.
just saving
minus
throw,
11. Yeah.
not like from a spell. Okay.
Okay, Lorelei.
You gotta do 4d10 damage.
Yep. Okay. 18. 23. 26 points of psychic damage.
26 points of psychic damage to it.
As
well.
the illusion, which is just a bigger, meaner devil.
Does it? They have
Looks a little like
continuing
Berrian.
effects? Does it get any worse? Just
Nope,
the once
just,
did you fear?
just 4d10. Yep.
Yeah, as you guys can't see it, but in its mind, there is a pit fiend with a oddly Berrian-like face that whips towards it with a whip of fire that seems to work down here anyways, and singes it in its mind, and you watch it recoil. Okay, then that Lorelei is still up. that wasn't your turn. That was your spell.
All right.
What you doing?
So
Huh?
I'm going to. Let's see. Bonus action. I'm just gonna spiritual weapon as an eyeball, spiritual eye glyph appears
Glows in the
Like-
water.
in the bars. I don't know.
Okay, sure. Yeah. There's space between them for there to now be a glowing blue
Yeah.
eye, just kind of like radiating water. away
Gonna
from it.
zap at him.
Okay.
Or it is at a crazy high level. Probably not. It's just a fiend. Whatever. How does it look, by the way, after taking?
It's bloody.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it at level 2. Who cares? So that it's going to zap. It's a 15 to hit.
15 will miss.
All right, and then I'm
As,
going to
the magic like shoots towards it, and you can see a little glow
Straight.
between the horns that
yeah,
destroys
and then I'm going to sacred flame
That's a wisdom save.
the dex.
Dex save. All right. What do we got for dex save? It's the same. 17.
Fails.
Okay.
Man,
48.
why did I hit so hard?
Oh shit, I forgot to do my full damage on my cantrip. I gotta remember.
12,
Hi.
16,
Okay, now I was just talking to you guys because she can't get past people.
25.
25 damage. Okay. As you
Radiant
can
damage,
see,
if that matters.
Oh!
radiant damage does not matter. Well, not negatively, anyways.
Okay.
As you can see, it's starting to grin wider and wider as more and more wounds accumulate on its body, and it's now got this ear-splitting grin across its face.
It's fine.
That brings us to Kea'Na. There's now space for her to get out, and she's going to use her bonus action to push through the bars. But she's going to need to use her action to get close enough to this thing with her movement speed. So that brings us to Berrian, as Kea'Na is just joining the fray and bringing herself to bear here.
How's it looking?
It's bloodied.
Alright, I'll hit it twice.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
18.
So 30.
You readjust to get across from your brother again.
4.
Does a 16 hit it?
Does not.
Okay, so 30 will hit.
30 will just hit. No comment? Really? 30 will just hit.
Not
Everyone's like,
surprised.
yeah, seems normal to me.
Will
Yep.
just hit?
Yeah.
It seems,
Well, I know that 21 hits it, so.
Well, seems like an Isaac monster.
Oh, I see. You fight one Tarask and you think that's all I make.
Yeah.
Alex.
Tarask and better.
See what I have to do?
3, 3, 3,
So 9.
6, 2.
17 plus. Where the hell are my D6s? Where did I put them?
I don't see D6s.
Oh, they're down here.
4. By the way, if you haven't seen these D6s,
They're very big.
Chunk.
31 damage.
31 damage. Okay, as it is now into crippled, as you can see multiple wounds on it that just have little licks of flame being destroyed
And
by
I'm
water
going
around them.
to spend 2. No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Drae, you are back up.
feel like I want to kill this thing, and I'm going to like shing, 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 in the water, leaving little like trails of shadow,
Okay.
starlight. Straight rolls.
Yeah.
Say 17 to hit.
That will miss.
So 15 to hit.
That will miss as well.
11.
As patterns of shadow going around,
No.
and you can see the grin getting
Gonna
bigger
action
and
surge.
bigger. As it wards you with
14 to
its
hit.
claws, another one brushed
13 to
aside.
hit.
Your final one caught between
Change
the
that dice.
like edges of the claws.
There's multiple dice. 6, 4, 3, 2 to hit.
Yeah, as it's holding the shadow of your blade between the points of its claws, grinning at you.
It's fine. Yeah, action surge, terrible ability.
It's looking at you as it catches this last one. I wish I could let it work, but I'm afraid I have to put up some fight. Yaisel, you're up.
I'm stamina, which both them.
Okay.
If you just
Well,
take
that
Again.
happens automatically.
No roll required.
What level are you casted at?
Second. 15 damage.
15 coursing between the two of you. You watch more like pops as something stops the water from almost detonating around it.
Yeah,
As it
these are actually.
pours into him. He is still standing. He is going to look at the group of you. Maybe a parting gift. As he's going to gather as much poison on one hand as he can, bring his claws to like a mutual point, and you can see a black blot concentrated there. He's looking around the group of you. Who is he going to send this toward? This is going to go towards Berrian.
Disadvantage because
Disadvantage.
he's poisoned or frightened.
Not poison. Okay, that's not bad. That's a 19 to hit.
Misses.
As this is coming towards you, you can see the poison coming. You get a sort of like dark feeling from this as you bring your blade up and parry the edges of his claws away from you. Lorelei, back to you.
Wisdom save.
Oh, yes. 16.
That is it has advantage.
Resistance.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Worst.
Rewarded for goodness. 32 points of psychic damage.
As you watch, feeling its back as it starts to lean forward in pain, and you can see a physical lash of some sort of whip into it as you see the skin starting to flake and smoke and turn to soot as it's finally some freedom from this contract. As it is going to just turn into a floating, roiling mass of smoke as its body vanishes back to the hells from whence it came. As you guys are left in the prison with this floating, like, smudge in the water, but now
Phantasmal
alone in the
Killer
prison.
did a thing.
It did a thing indeed.
Got. It
So,
just requires them having very bad wisdom saves.
How does your poison work in your game? Because I have antidote.
Are we still poisoned, or does it go away?
You are still poisoned. So you
I
have
don't remember.
antidote?
yeah.
The spell?
No, it's a potion.
I do not have an antidote potion in my world.
I
I have
believe
a
that.
like herbalism pouch you can carry with you to try and make remedies as you go to certain
Who all
poisons.
is poisoned? Just me and Berrian?
You and your brother.
Yeah.
Lorelei will go, and Lesser Restoration Drae, and then look over. Alright, and then we'll Lesser Restoration Berrian.
As holy magic
Thank you,
falls over
Lorelei.
both of you,
Mm-hmm.
you guys watch the kind of purplish smoke seep out of your first few wounds you got, and some of it like coming out of your nose like you're breathing fire like a dragon, and just spread over the water.
All right, let's go find this woman.
All right. So, you guys find yourself in coral chambers. It looks like you are fairly deep in some sort of reef. Light filters through sort of like pebbled cracks through different areas, but you're fairly deep down in this. Quite a bit of structure has been carved or built into this. It doesn't look tooled until you get to certain sections that have clearly been widened. There's riots of colors of reds and purples around you. You can see schools of fish coming through openings too small to pass through otherwise. The occasional eel creeping out of sight away from you guys. Starfish littering things. It's a fairly beautiful place that you're in. Other than the occasional like steel jarring with this area around it. As where is my hall here? The first hall that you guys come to, you can see there's an exit where you could leave the reef here, or there is a hallway that seems to go deeper into the belly of the reef, and you can see. Yes, you can. You can see what looks like a spider web or like a room of these diffuse steel threads that connect from wall to wall in different spots and fill the room such that to swim through without touching any of them would be fairly difficult. You can see a couple of openings. A few of them seem to just kind of be depressions in the inside of this reef, but a few of them look like proper tunnels that carry on from here.
What do you think happens if you touch one of those?
I don't know.
I take my possessed dagger
Okay.
and will mage hand it up to one and touch it.
Okay. It touches, and you watch a little explosion in the water from where it is that sends a ting, 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 flying across the room, as, something almost like detonates.
Is the wire still there?
The wire is still there, yeah.
Shit.
So a detonation happened in the water right by the dagger.
Yeah. It seems like the same sort of popping that was happening and being suppressed around her electricity that was between her and the demon.
Interesting. And it like sends you flying, so you're probably gonna hit more of them.
So it seems like these are electrified.
So how do we not get electrified? Do you have anti-electrified?
No.
Or swim acrobatically.
I mean, I'm okay at that.
You could also swim very carefully if you wanted.
How far is it to the other side?
It's a reasonable jaunt, like a 40 feet.
Is there darkness on the other side?
There's patches of it.
Is there darkness on our side?
Less.
Can I?
patches of it.
Is there
if you
like?
got far enough along the side, you could get to one of the spots where.
Is there
not
like a
lot of light.
direction of light I can like make a big shadow in? Like.
Not really. It kind of diffuses from the corner on. If you wouldn't have to go all the way through, but you could get far enough in to get some shadow that you could then use.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Make me an acrobatics check to foray along the edge of this tunnel and make it over that darkness you see.
27.
Okay. As you can see, much shorter distance to the darkness, much less threads in the way than to actually cross the room. You like load your feet up on the side of the wall and just push through, doing like a drilling spin as you get to the edge of the darkness, and you guys watch her just like she's diving into actual water, just disappear into the darkness as you come diving out the other side. Like you went into a dark pool and appeared on the other side. You're now standing across the room looking back at your friends, and you can see the wires just kind of blocking some of your vision in spots.
How far across is the room?
About 40.
I'm standing on guard.
Alright.
Well, swimming on guard on the other side in case something...
All right,
You
Lorelei.
egg beat her very on guard like.
Can you make it? She does have a scroll.
I mean, I could use your thing.
Drae, can you make it across?
Yeah, I'm
Kea'Na?
fine.
I can try. I could use that scroll you gave me.
You could, yeah.
How far does it go?
60 feet.
It looks like less than 60 feet.
Sure, do that.
Okay. She's gonna pull out the scroll, and she's gonna start reading it.
What a mathematical mind. Like, yeah, that looks like less than 60 feet. Because I can measure 60 feet out directly with my eyes.
And at the same time, here's about 4 copper.
Yeah. 2 gold.
Well, it's very clearly less than 60 feet. As she pulls the scroll, is going to read through
If you
it.
read it in a fancy voice.
She does. I am the one who steps through the world, does... As she's reading through the scroll.
Loyal.
You sounded like JFK. at the beginning.
That's where I went with the fancy voice. I love it. As she is going to vanish and reappear on the other side.
She has it for a minute.
Think I should boss that.
As she vanishes from the other side as well, and you guys look for a second before she's, that was cool, back beside you guys, and back by you, that was pretty cool at what I could do. And she just...
Okay, let's go.
Give me dimension door, right?
I give a dimension door scroll, yes. You could take you and Drae.
Sure. Then if he takes out the scroll, reads it.
Sorry. There's 2 areas you could go to. I assume you guys were going directly across, but there is what appears to be a tunnel directly across. Off to the side is what looks to be like a hallway. Yes, please. A hallway
What's
that
up?
rapidly grows into a larger room.
Oh, I know.
So, which one are you guys going towards?
So there's
Sorry, I missed that because of cookies.
There's a hallway or there's a room. There's a couple of other chambers, but you guys, from a cursory glance, they don't look too interesting.
Which way do you think she went?
hallway.
For you one, Alex, but they're the ones that would make you very, very sick.
What did that one?
Not a downside. I like pain.
Like peanut butter pain?
Thanks.
Like peanut butter pain.
All right. They're not good.
Do it again.
So, which one are you guys going to?
Hallway. I don't know.
What?
I want to go to the hallway.
To the hallway!
As Kea'Na is appearing in
Till
all
the
of them.
sweat drops down my hallway.
What's in the room,
There's
Kea'Na?
a sword over here. It's in a stone.
Okay, I go to the room.
All right, we go.
Okay,
As you
Whoa,
appear
whoa,
with her
whoa,
in the room,
who's going sword stoning?
you can see it kind of like hallway opens sideways into a room, and you can see in the center a large rock has been placed in here, and there's a sword stabbed into it that seems to extend at least halfway up whatever the blade of this sword is.
I want to try getting it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
brings us to be like, sword and rock in a wizard's tower. That's
What-
all you got.
What's the worst that can happen?
As
I'm next.
Go
you
to the
come
hallway.
up to it,
Dibs
you
on
can
next.
see.
Where are you guys? Hold on. Where are you guys dimension dooring? You only
Where
get one.
I don't know, wherever everyone else is.
Okay, I guess we're all in the rock room now.
As a door opens and you can feel the change in pressure as you guys fall through a golden archway into this room. As you go up, you can see the sword is a fine blade for certain, set deep into the stone.
I just want my King Arthur moment, okay? I just want my.
Grab onto it.
Oh wait, I want to see if I can do things. I want it so bad. Come on, arbitrary.
Grab onto it, and lift it up, and put it down, and lift it up, and put it down, and lift it up, and put it down.
You got
Okay,
it.
I'm just gonna try it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be.
As you hear from around you, you are unworthy, and feel about 1 billion volts of electricity.
I just want my King. I want my King Arthur moment. I never get the cool sword.
You have like 14 cool swords.
I got one. Another one.
You
But
had
I want a
light
cool
one,
King Arthur
you had
one.
a dragon one.
Why am I never worthy?
27 lightning damage to you.
Okay.
Is it?
Resistant to it.
And you manage to pull yourself away.
That's going to make you feel better.
You could reduce it.
Can I break the stone?
Could I reduce it?
Take some work.
It says all damage.
Okay, wait, Dre.
No, there's no way you can reduce this.
Okay, Dre.
Stuff electric.
Dre, you try it. If it doesn't work, we break the stone.
I want to try.
Okay, you try.
I call
it,
dibs on next.
Well, I heard. I found it, though.
And then we break the stone.
Okay, it's a pretty cool sword.
This Drake strolls up and then realizes he's underwater and doesn't move, and then has to swim up.
It works so much better when you're in water and not the air.
This is the only way Drake swims. It's the tiniest little like like a T-Rex trying
find
to
yourself
do
in front
breaststroke.
of the gilded sword as well. You are unworthy. As you take 27 lightning damage.
Exactly 27 again.
Yes.
Can I,
Okay,
re-
now-
can I reduce it?
No.
Okay, Kea'Na, do
Okay,
it.
okay.
Just grab it.
Okay. As she is going to reach over and you are unworthy. Ow! As she is going to take 13 lightning damage.
So can we break the rock?
Can Lorelei or me try, or
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to try. It's fine.
Okay,
Sure.
Berrian, try.
I'll go try.
Okay. Berrian, you step up. You also see the blade staring up at you as you.
Can I read is there any stuff on it?
There is an inscription going down the side of the blade
Shit, we didn't even read the
in
inscription.
some sort of runic language. What do you speak?
Probably not that one.
Yeah, it's fairly obscure.
Sure. Comprehend languages.
I believe you have to be touching it for comprehend languages to work.
No, I can just. Do I have to be?
I think so.
I think I cast it as a ritual, and then I can read.
Comprehend languages. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you see. You also understand written language that you see, but must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
Sure, I cast it as a ritual, and then I'm going to touch it.
As you touch the side of the blade and you hear,
Try to pull
you
it.
are unworthy. As you take 27 lightning damage.
Absorb elements, I take 13.
Okay, as you take 13, but are forced to let go of the sword before you can comprehend the words along its side.
Oh, I don't get a chance to read it?
It says it takes about a minute to read one page of text, and I think you're going to let go of the sword fairly quickly at 27
And
damage.
isn't it like a word or two?
It's an inscription running down the side of the blade.
Okay, sure.
Is there a way we could break this stone?
If you
I kick it.
take work and a hammer.
Okay.
Oh.
We have to go get Dilesus. We can try on the way back.
Okay.
Alright, far step to
Lorelei, you sure you don't want to try? Everybody else did.
It's fine.
Maybe you'll be worthy.
I doubt it.
It's worth a
I
try.
don't.
Come
I
on.
think you would be worthy, but you don't have to do it. It did hurt pretty good.
I'm alright.
Okay. As she vanishes and reappears in the hallway. Come on, guys!
I'm in the hallway as well.
As I need Drae and Lorelei to make me acrobatics checks to get across here.
How far is it to the other one?
It's like 15, 20 feet from here.
I'll just misty step.
As Drae steps onto a patch of mist that struggles to kind of spread out in the water, and then appears on the other side as you step through it.
You got this!
Kea'Na appears. You can do it! On the other side again.
Berrian's gonna be like, Kea'Na, stop now. It's going to end soon.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to,
It's good. You saved her from being stuck over there.
Okay, well, so guidance makes my natural 6 on 9, but I think I'm going to do my broken ability.
Flash of insight.
Insight.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm gonna re-roll. What the fuck?
Just how flashy is Flash of Insight?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Uh,
draw a magnificent eel from the wall.
You can do the cookies and the cinnamon bun.
yeah, so I get to re-roll and add
10?
9.
Oh, 9. Okay. Roll it up.
So instead of 17
Not bad.
total,
Yeah.
I get. It's
Listen.
36.
Oh, that's a little better. As you go, like Yaisel did to get through the short jaunt, you like load up and go shooting for one of the straight areas you can go for. You, unlike Yaisel, don't have an endpoint in mind, and you realize that you are now shooting a good depth into the threads that wrap around you like a spider web, but going towards where they cross your path between you and the edge. You give a like last minute desperate prayer as you feel a shift in the water, something in the pressure, something in the current, as you get swept slightly sideways and find yourself shooting straight to the rest of your companions. As you bump into the wall, eyes shut in prayer and panic, you feel the rough surface of the coral cut into your fingers.
What?
That was impressive.
Wow, that was really cool. How did you know the water was going to do that?
What? I have no idea.
You're just like locked.
Cool. Alright, probably
So-
getting away, so.
I guess we go this way?
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys head deeper down this hallway that something long ago has cut into the coral here, and eventually you come to an area where it widens and starts to branch, all of them seeming to converge again in different spots, as you've got just this like mess of tunnels all going the same direction, all kind of moving together, and you can see swimming around it hundreds of jellyfish, tendrils coming out below them of various sizes, various colors. There's a riot of blue, purple glows in different spots. The tendrils, some of them have like light seeming to travel down them. You can see spots on the wall where they seem to be gathering. This is some sort of spawning ground or hunting ground for the jellyfish. So you guys are looking. It's not that difficult to traverse. With a little bit of care, more than a little bit, but with a fair bit of care, this is fairly easy to get through. You just need to kind of slowly and cautiously make your way past the jellyfish, which would be great news if you didn't hear the song drifting through the chamber. And as it catches each of your ears, you can feel this sweet lull to it as...
Soon may the butcher man come to rip your spine, and then you're done.
I need everybody to make me a charisma saving throw.
Lovely.
Oh. $11.
Right.
Is this a charm effect?
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
advantage.
16.
That's an 18.
17.
Okay. The 16 and the 17 are a failure.
Okay.
18?
18 is a success.
Fuck you!
As
If I wouldn't have
and then-
dumped charisma.
And then Lorelei got a 26.
okay, as the two of you watch your companions come to a stop here, you've gotten just close enough to just barely make out this music, and you watch their faces blank as the three of them, Kea'Na, Lazuli, and Berrian, start to swim forward with haste, trying to follow this song to the end of the tunnel here. Let's go ahead and roll initiative between the.
Good, because the minute it's my
two
turn,
groups.
I'm out of this.
Hey, Kea'Na's moving pretty speedy.
19.
11 for Dan.
Who am I rolling against? Drae?
Yeah, maybe?
So it's the same thing.
Drae and Lorelei are the ones who matter here.
Okay, Drae got a 12, Lorelei got a 11.
I got a 16.
As the three of you make it into the jellies, before you can even react, you're trying to figure out what the song is, and your mind kind of like goes blank for a moment, and by the time you manage to regain your senses, they're already beyond the threshold here. Runa, roll me a luck dice.
13.
Daniel, also roll me a luck dice.
Very lucky.
13.
All the numbers.
13?
Yeah.
Why do you look like
Is
you're
it a
lying? to me?
D100 or D20?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's 13.
D20.
16.
Okay, both of you managed to avoid touching any of the jellyfish. Kea'Na is not so lucky, as she is going to take 3 damage from one of the ones that she touches, and you can watch her arm kind of paralyze as she's just using the rest of her to like kind of swim through, barely able to propel herself after touching the tendrils of this one jellyfish. She's like
How did
rips
she
her
fail?
arm
I
out
thought
of
she
it.
was really good at charisma saves.
She failed real bad and then rolled poorly at her luck die. As Lazuli, some part of your brain seems to take hold and you circle some key through your system and you can feel this effect pushed away from you as you manage to free yourself, and you find yourself in the middle of this jelly field and you come to a stop as you were inches from just swimming through a jellyfish's tendrils like it was a curtain.
Looking around.
Get him! Get him! Get him! No! Alright. As Dre's starting to
see
go and chase
Kea'Na
after Berrian.
Trying to move, and Berrian swimming through this, just narrowly
Is
avoiding.
Kea'Na like electrocuted?
She's not being electrocuted, but she is being, like, toxined by whatever is in these jellyfish.
Is it still on her?
She's managed to pull away from it.
And she's still, like, after being...
Still swimming forward.
I'm gonna. She got damaged by it and wasn't
Yes.
affected, right?
She got damaged and was affected.
I mean, like, didn't get kicked out of it.
Yeah, she took damage and still was very much under the throw.
I'm gonna cast silence around her, so she
Okay.
can't hear anything.
Ooh. As you cast the silence spell, and you watch her just come to a dead stop all of a sudden. And she takes a minute to...
Don't move.
Can that move with
Ooh,
you?
how did I?
think
As
you
6
can.
seconds pass, I need you to make another charisma saving throw.
I mean, it's on me, so I'd be near her.
I guess you could get both of you in the silence. Yeah. As you yell,
Yeah.
nothing comes out as you
I
try to
forgot.
yell into the water.
All right.
And you're both just now.
I'm standing there like this, like pause to see if she'll copy me.
Drae is chasing Berrian. I should have double his swimming speed.
Grab your hands. Okay, if you want to go after him, make me a acrobatics check.
I'll guide you, Drae. Oh, thanks, Lorelei.
I mean, how far? Like, were we all in the same group swimming up?
Reasonably so.
Like, would I be able to get both in the silence?
Probably not that close. after
It's
you guys
19.
Okay, as you dive through,
Well, it's
going
120 feet.
under, coming up,
20 foot.
you grab your brother and pull just before he can reach into this curtain and swim through it.
How big are these jellyfish?
Depends. There's lots of little tiny ones floating around, but there's some that are like yay big at the body of them, and their tendrils sweep the bottom of this coral chamber.
All right.
There are hundreds of them of varying sizes throughout here. As for a moment, you guys are in stasis. You holding on to your brother. Go ahead and make me a athletics check. As Berrian, make me an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Come here, you bitch.
Do I get to choose?
Yeah.
Does he choose as a charmed person or as himself?
I don't care which one he does.
12.
That is going to be a 17. Hold on. No, 16.
Okay.
35.
As you're like kicking hard, like frog legging here, holding your brother, who is trying to go headlong into this. You see Yaizel's paws, and now holding hands with Kea'Na.
15.
As you are holding him in stasis, as you guys have this moment, one of you still very much enthralled by whatever this song
Can I
is.
smack him?
Yeah. Oh, and roll to hit.
It's high. So
How much
natural
damage are you trying to do?
19.
How much are you trying to shock him awake here?
Decently.
Roll
Like-
damage.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna slap him. It's a 30 to hit.
Hits.
No, sorry, it's a 29 to hit.
Hits.
It's 'cause I know it bugs
Okay, so
him.
with a slap, you're going to do strength modifier plus 1 damage.
Okay, so it's 6.
As Berrian, you take 6 damage, but it has no effect on him. He just pushes you away and keeps trying to swim, and you drag him back to you.
Alright, well, we have to get through here, right?
Indeed.
Okay,
I'm gonna try to get to like the edge where people can come swim in the silence,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to get back with Kea'Na.
Okay. Yeah, you can back out to like the edge of the silence, which puts you back where you started, basically.
Yeah, just let them enter my 20-foot radius.
Are you pulling your brother over to this? As you're being motioned over by Yaizel, you drag your brother into the enveloping silence. As Berrian, your eyes flash, you just have a blank space of bliss for the last few moments.
it was crazy.
You
Something
cannot
came.
say anything. As you see your brother's mouth moving and no sound coming out as he's trying to communicate with you. It takes you a few moments to come like kind of fully conscious and realize that you're in some sort of silent spell.
Got Lorelei.
Yeah, Lorelei waving at you from nearby.
It's easiest to play 2 characters
All
with
right.
silence
I
on.
nod at Yaizel and I point. Let's go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Can we see anything else
Uh,
this room?
Well, so this is a tunnel that splits and branches and comes together and branches more. You guys are going to have to leave the silence to carry on, and silence does not move with you.
Okay, how far do we have to go?
You're gonna have quite a bit of chamber yet. So what matters is everyone's saving throw again on leaving, except for those who have succeeded already.
So 1, 2.
Key does not count, She
Okay,
has to
so just the
actually
2 of us
succeed.
are fine.
but she gets to do it every turn instead of once.
We're
Alright.
immune to thunder damage while in silence.
Yes.
Alright,
I will cast.
I push Berrian out of the thing
I will cast.
while holding him. we
As-
can't communicate.
Make me a charisma save as you begin to start a spell and just find yourself thrust, and you hear the lilting song come through again and catch the edge of
This
your
might take a while.
consciousness.
I think it's a 10% chance.
fail.
Making an athletics check. I don't need him to roll.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as you
27.
poke yourself
Yeah, I
out.
can't beat you.
You hear the song, but this time, ready for it, you manage to steal your mind and send some wisps of ki through yourself. As the gorgeous song is still like kind of pulling on your consciousness, but you manage to resist.
Is there a way I could give Kea'Na my D12?
Not really. But we can have her roll again.
You also can't cast.
Oh, she got it immediately. As you're
you
like,
can't cast anything. We're in silence.
and she's like holding on to your hands as you float her out the edge of this, and you see her eyes kind of glaze for a moment. You're about to pull her back in before they.
Well, anything further.
We can talk now. We're out of the silence.
You're in the. She's. Oh, did you go out with her? She's like, it's so
You said,
pretty.
you said we had to get out of the silence.
You will. But I thought you were like holding her outside of it so you could pull
Yeah,
her back.
that's
in
what
if you
Dre's
needed
doing.
to.
He's just pushing him out
Yeah.
of the silence.
Do I
Over
get to act
and over.
or?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, I had a plan, but am I already out and failed?
Well, he's pulled you back in, and you've
Okay, so am
woken
I
up
good
again.
now?
You're inside silence.
Yeah, I put a hand on his chest, and I'm going to subtly cast with subtle spell blindness deafness on myself and make myself deaf.
Okay. Make a saving. Just
I
kidding.
just
As you use your magic to prevent the silence from stopping you, as nothing changes, and then your brother pushes you out of the edge of the silence, but the silence
and I
remains
just
with
look
you.
at him.
Yes. Let's give him a thumbs up. And then we'll make our way through.
Okay. Yeah, you all can carefully pick your way through this at this point. Eventually you come to an edge and you can see this opens into the ocean, and there's mass amounts of jellyfish just kind of flowing out, some of them filtering their way in
Kea'Na
as
still
well.
paralyzed?
Kea'Na's not paralyzed. She was paralyzed on one arm for a bit.
She's
but-
holding Geisel's hand to see.
Okay, so the jellyfish all float out into the ocean.
No, there's jellyfish interchanging, coming in and out of this area.
Okay.
There's just more leaving at the moment. And you can also see an area that seems to open up. The coral meets stone, and you can see a tunnel that seems to have been bored through it, and the surface of some sort above it. There's some sort of like chamber of air inside the stone, and you can hear the singing stronger than ever now, lilting out from this chamber, and then the coral tunnels turn away from this and head deeper into the coral once again.
Berrian's gonna say,
Remember, you're deaf, so you have to talk
yeah,
weird.
no. Well, we're underwater, so it's gonna be
The
like
whole
kinda
time-
bubbly, and it's like, I bet you the things in there.
Pretty sure why deaf people struggle to talk is because they didn't learn how to intone properly.
I'm talking loud.
Yes, loud. is
I
good.
bet you the things in there.
And the whole time, Dre's just been like, yeah, it just came out of nowhere, and then one of them slapped you across the face really hard. I don't know where. I don't know
You
how it
turn and
happened.
realize your brother's been telling you a story this whole time.
I'm just
Like the
gonna,
worst, but it makes no sense. What?
Can I poke my head up into that thing?
Yeah, if you want to swim up, there's a bit of like tunnel you have to go through as your head pokes up into a lichen-covered chamber, and you can see what looks like a gorgeous woman who seems to be singing sadly to herself, just lounging in
I'm
the
gonna tell
chamber.
her, like,
You
stop
can't
it!
hear her. You know, stop it. You see the eyes whip towards you and flash this blue as they look, a bit of anger across the face.
You almost got us killed by the jellyfish.
You see the lips moving, but you have no idea what's being said by her. As there's
Did the,
like her
did the
face.
singing stop?
You have no idea.
Well, no. Like she's not singing anymore.
Yeah, you don't see her singing anymore. But yeah, the eyebrows or the face softens, but the eyebrows still carry like a hint of anger as she's saying something towards you.
What did she say?
Can I lip read?
I know.
No,
I can hear
unless
her.
you have that feature.
Oh, he can hear her.
He's deafened. We're all
Nobody
fine.
swam up with him, so unless you swam up with him.
I thought we all went
Why
together.
would we not swim up?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
he said I swam up.
Yeah, sorry,
Nobody
we-
was like, yeah, we're good.
They followed me.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to the siren chamber. And no one was like, should we do that if we could still hear? I don't know.
No, we'll just stay in the jellyfish thing.
No, you guys are out of the jellyfish area. And you can either carry on here and he's making a diversion. So is everyone following him into the siren
Where
chamber?
are you going? Hey,
Yeah.
Hold on.
hey,
I'm
dude,
just gonna
where are you going?
check my
Hey, where are you going? Berrian, what?
Okay, I'm there already.
Yeah.
So follow or not?
So with you guys getting this close before he shouts it, I need everybody to make me another charisma saving throw.
I'll just wait till my turn.
Kea'Na got a 2 on the dice.
I'll just wait till my turn.
You both got a nat 20.
As you and Kea'Na both feel the song at this proximity now almost like resonate within you. And then you hear Berrian shout out. You watch this achingly beautiful face turn to anger. And you're offended that he could anger such a creature. I need you to roll an attack against Berrian. Kea'Na is going to do the same.
29.
29.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's a dirty 20 for Kea'Na.
Misses.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, that's exactly Berrian's AC when he uses all this stuff.
Yeah.
I love this game.
11 damage.
Okay, as you manage to just barely lean out of the way of Kea'Na's swipe coming through at you until you feel the claws sink into your back from behind as Kea'Na does this. The anger seems to leave her face a moment later. Like I said, it stays in the brow, but you, with her anger disappearing, feel yourself this desire to punish him just vanishes with it. And then a moment later, you manage to circle your key through you as you come awake once again. Kea'Na is standing, blade drawn, still pointed towards Berrian, but she's taken a more relaxed stance as the anger seems to leave this face of
Is
the
the song
siren.
going now?
She is now yelling at Berrian. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
Oh, that's one that Berrian does speak.
You won't be able to understand it. As
Drae
she
does.
is angrily speaking to Berrian.
Drae speaks it.
I have so little left. How dare you come here and stop me in my song?
What do you mean?
Berrian's still kind of like,
Shaking his fist at her, she looks over. Who are you intruders? Why do you come and shout at me?
It's just work, but why? Why are you here?
Make me a persuasion check.
Not very good at that one. 16.
16. She looks over at you. I was put here for angering one I should not have angered.
That doesn't seem fair.
Perhaps it was not.
Wanna leave?
I wish dearly to leave.
Dip. I don't really know how to make that happen. Is this connected to the ocean?
Yes.
would my 1 minute be up now?
Not quite yet.
So can you just leave?
No.
Wizard bullshit, right?
No.
Oh. Well, so why not?
I angered the god of this ocean. He will kill me if I leave. He also won't let me die.
I mean, I can help you with one of those.
Not to you. I will not die at the hands of some man thing that swam up out of the water.
Some man thing? What? I am the butcher of Kilacre, I'll have you know.
You've not heard of this Elocran.
Oh, I
I'm
wouldn't
sure
sure
you'll-
eyes to go back in terror.
No.
I'm sure your little town is quite impressed with you.
Yeah. So what would be worthy of taking your life and ending your suffering?
I don't see any here. I have sang before courts of gods. Toppled kingdoms.
45 seconds.
That's
As
decently
you are able to
impressive, I
hear
guess.
again, as you hear toppled kingdoms.
Oh, thank you for stop singing. I appreciate it.
You
So-
can see the distaste run across her face in a flash.
She's kind of a fan of her song. I don't know if you wanna
You are lucky to have heard me.
I mean,
Very,
it's
very
alright.
enthralling
Was
song.
absolutely gorgeous. Probably, and without a doubt,
It's
forget
like- it's
the
like-
best you've ever heard.
It's like one of the real good, like, TikTok chains, you know?
Like it better. Like touched your soul.
Your song's beautiful. It just
Like the Jesus
nearly
song?
got us pulled into the jellyfish.
Could you, like, move the jellyfish, maybe?
What jellyfish?
The ones over
The one's back in the tunnel.
Then people could come and, like, see you.
Do you know who Dilesus is?
I know no such creature.
Water genasi. Alright, well, sorry.
Wizard.
We'll be on our way.
Alright, well, have fun. What's your name? Alright. I'll leave.
As you swim out of the chamber, everybody who has not succeeded so far, make me a charisma saving throw, as the mournful music will start to float out once again.
Hey!
I think I succeeded.
Barry, it's the only one.
You got a dirty 20, right?
It's an 18.
Yeah, you have succeeded.
17.
It's not
As Berrian turns
I just grab him.
and starts to swim back, so you
Oh,
just
no, I have
take
advantage.
you just take
4.
No, fail.
you grab like by the ankle and just start swimming out with him. He's trying to get away from you, and you're just one arm pulling him along behind you, just getting further and further away. As you pull him back out to this tunnel, and you guys find yourself swimming deeper in. As you get to a point where there are a number of different, much tighter tunnels than you've seen before, as well as a wide opening that seems to sweep in from the sea, and you can feel the current here seems to pick up, and something about the shape of this area pulls the water through these tunnels and jets it with force. As you get near the edge of it, you can feel the suction trying to pull you into them.
Oh,
Careful for those.
These seem to be the only path forward.
We
There
go!
are 3 of them that you can see. One along the edge has barely any suction to it. It seems to be the furthest away from whatever's creating this, and with much less force. There's one fairly close to you all that you can feel has just as much suction as the other, and quite strong by the feel of it, but lichen kind of grows up along the side of it, and you can see a couple things clinging on the inside to it. And the other is jagged stone. Nothing seeming to be growing in it, but it has probably equal to the other one, but with more sharp coral edges to it.
Let's take the slow one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what if we're supposed to take the slow one because it looks the easiest? What if we actually take the
Oh.
spiky rock, super dangerous looking one?
Look, I'm not great at these whole choose adventure, figure it out, like...
Turn to page 63, and then you have to go back to, like, to page 37. I don't read, shut up.
I'm heading over to the slow one, unless anyone has any other ideas.
Yeah, you go, you can teleport away.
I look in the slow one.
It seems to be a long tunnel with this like vortex going down it of water, but it quickly twists and turns, and you cannot see the end of it.
Alright,
It's fairly like it's one person at a time for sure.
Alright, let's make a decision. Which way are we going?
I'm so... Insight check on the dungeon map.
Go ahead and roll.
0.
77. Roll D100s.
I succeed. Actually, yes, you tell me.
Okay. We're gonna vote, or...
Where do you guys want to go before Kea'Na picks one and jumps?
I vote the scary one.
Which one's that? There's 2 scary
No,
ones.
the spiky one.
Okay, Jagged. Kate, what do you want, Yaisel?
I'll just go for Kea'Na's.
Kate, I said the slow one. Lorelei?
I don't know.
Pick one.
I don't care.
Okay, no vote. So Kea'Na's will be the tiebreaker.
Come on, Kea'Na. Come on. Who bought you candy?
It's only between 2 of them.
Who bought you candy, Kea'Na?
As this one looks the fastest, and she's gonna dive for the sharp one.
The Jagged. Okay, Jagged it is.
As
Suck
she gets
it.
pulled through.
We all go into the Jagged one.
Okay, as you guys feel the
Letting
force
the
hit
DM
you,
pick our path.
and you can no
You
longer.
rolled.
I am going to dragon form before. So piercing is half.
And slashing?
Yep.
Okay.
And-
As
and
you
bludgeoning.
start to roil, you can feel your
Thank
skin
you.
starting to stretch as you grow. You're going to be able to just barely fit through this in Dragon.
I like my resistance.
Yeah.
I like
Um,
resistance.
okay, I need everybody going through to make me, at this point, a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, those are my favorite.
It's just weathering the bumps and the cuts as you go down.
19.
Okay, 19 is a success. That'll be half damage. Kea'Na also succeeds.
All right. Lorelei got a 17.
Failure.
Drake got a 10.
Failure. Failure. Okay, so 2 successes, 3 failures. As you guys get pulled through this, and it is a long tunnel that goes through. You feel a couple times, it feels less like something sharp hitting you and almost like something like biting you as you get pulled through, just at a few points. But you guys are in this tunnel for a good like minute or two. As you're battered around, the speed of it makes it hard to really see anything about you, and you're in like a chute, so you're holding yourself fairly straight, thrown sideways, cut by coral or rock here, battered into something on the other side, darkness kind of pressing around you.
This one hurts.
Okay, so that is... Oof. Okay. Oof. Okay.
How much can I reduce?
This is a sustained thing. There's 1
What?
damage is the most you could reduce.
Okay.
This is I'm aggregating like little bumps.
See, well, that's
all
the
way
thing is,
down.
I can do a lot to little bumps.
Yeah, I guess sure. I'll let you roll against it. On a failure, that's 20 damage. 10 on a success. And if you're Kea'Na and Yazel, that's 5.
Let's go.
Okay. I rolled 5, so Drake
We
takes
barely got
15.
We were like, oh.
You're getting thrown into it just as much as anybody, but you've got dragon scale between you and it. It is
Open notes.
like almost bouncing off of you as you're in a pretty relaxed. Just, one gets through.
Big redstone was.
Yeah. Time you threw a plate and it shattered against the wall. And
Berrian's preempt.
as you guys jettisoned through this, you suddenly find yourself shot into a room. As you come careening out the end, it can best be described as a mass of eels that are collected in this chamber, almost like a cloud of them towards the center as you guys are shot out into this. You guys find yourself moving with speed towards this cloud of eels gathered around the central point. The chamber here clearly cut out by tools and about 25 feet around.
Can I 15 feet of cone them?
Cone of cold?
Yeah. Freeze them. Freeze them before we hit them.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's a con save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is a failure. Go ahead and roll damage.
5d6.
No one more.
You like fire breathing them?
Yeah, cold breathing.
Or cold
Yeah.
breathing?
18 cold damage.
18 cold damage. As you're shooting out near the front of the group, you guys are one by one. You looking down your body send cold jetting out, and you watch the ice freezing as it travels through the water. As this pod of eels, half of it is just encased in ice. You said how much damage?
18.
18, yeah. Half of it just frozen solid, the rest kind of moving. A couple of them trying to swim, but their tails are caught in the edge of this. Let's roll initiative, folks.
How big are these eels?
They're reasonably big, like thicker than an arm.
5.
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 for Yazel.
I'm the best.
Yeah, Kea'Na's about where she should be. Oh, Kea'Na's exactly what I rolled for her without having to change her. Lorelei.
21.
Okay, one off of last time. Must have been a 19. Berrian.
10.
And Drae.
8.
Very well. And let's roll for the pot of eels. Okay, they're right where they belong. Wait, I set Berrian to 8. Oops.
Hey.
And Drae needs to come down.
Me.
As we once
I did.
again begin with Lorelei. As you find yourself jettisoned in here, you see the ice spreading like a flower in front of you and covering over the eels. It's still a massive pod in here with many of them now turning. Their eyes have a faint glow of red to them that is unnatural in the low light of the chamber.
Alright, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians, I believe.
Okay?
Good against a lot of little things. We're going to do it at just level 3.
Okay. As rising from the water around you, you can see spirits start to scream and soar in circles, almost pulling a vortex from the water.
As to like all those creatures, they just see these really bright spots that like stick in your, you know, like when your eyes get little sunspots on them.
Yeah.
It's those kinds of things that just
Okay.
sear into their mind, and everyone else just sort of sees like little like barely visible things.
Okay. All right. Anything else with your turn?
Is there a way out of this room?
Possibly on the other side. There is some sort of thing that might be a tunnel, but it's covered over in rubble.
Alright, so I'll just stick by my people then.
Okay. As
And
Yeisel, you're up.
Did you say and Berrian?
Yeah.
How are they within 30 feet of me?
Yeah.
Berrian's bloody.
I'm gonna spikies 6 of them.
Okay.
Because
As
I can hit 6 of them.
coming off your arm, spikes go flying. Can you use more than one of them in the
Yep.
same turn?
You have to use all of them. It says.
Pretty sure you get more than one use.
Launch up to 3 of the spikes at once.
Yeah, I'll do 3 to start.
Okay,
so
go ahead
3 of
and
them.
roll to hit. Yeah, I thought you got at least 2.
No.
What did you get? It's not hard to hit. I need to know your number.
10.
That is not enough. It's very
They're
close
gone.
to enough. Don't you roll for each of them? The spikes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For
you
each
get 2.
spike.
No. No.
Was any of them a 12?
Yeah.
12 hits.
What's your bonus?
Plus 7.
So the 12 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage as this icicle goes sailing through the air.
It's 2d6.
2d6.
8 damage.
As you watch it pierce through 2 eels that are left just floating on this skewer before they stop their struggles, their lifeblood bleeding out of them and filling the water here.
That's my turn.
That brings us to Kea'Na, who is just gonna like draw and spin using the jettison to like cut through here. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I
That's
cast-
that's
Why not?
good enough.
Kea'Na's just playing Garen.
Wait. Could I have fallen puppeted one of them that I killed?
Yes, if you want.
Why
They are
an
not
eel?
very strong individually, so
On a
it's
single eel, just to be like,
yeah,
Never mind.
it's not really worth it. As Kea'Na is spinning, cuts through a few of them as well. That brings us to the eels that are going to spread out. Those that aren't like frozen and encased on one side. Okay, that is a 18 to hit everyone.
No.
Misses.
misses.
Does it hit Lorelei? Oh. Okay, so just Kea'Na then.
Woo!
Okay, but she has resistance to everything, so we're good.
2 damage to Kea'Na in total.
Wait.
And then they need to make a what saving throw?
0 damage to Kea'Na.
Wisdom.
Oh wow, that is a natural 19 on their wisdom.
I took 0 because Drae.
Give it disadvantage.
It's no Spirit Guardians. Who
Oh,
cares?
sure, yeah, never mind.
So they take.
Also, you can't give them disadvantage. This is over a massive number.
Yeah.
You could give one eel disadvantage and guarantee its
Sure.
demise.
Okay, this is half of 19 is 10 damage, or 9 damage to them.
Okay,
So they all
as the
take-
spirits are rushing through eels here, cutting into them,
That's 9 per eel.
No, that's 9 to the swarm. Otherwise, swarms are absolutely no fun ever, and you just one spirit guardian.
No, it's the point of spirit guard.
That's what it does.
And you're.
How dare
damaging the
you?
mass.
How dare you let other people
Sorry,
do things
hold on.
this combat?
That's the nerf hammer.
Yeah, fucking.
You
I'm
guys.
playing a swarm next
no,
campaign.
no, it's fine.
Code of Colt did it. Code of Colt did it, no problem.
What? No, it didn't.
Code of Colt took out half the swarm.
Cone of Cold took out its amount of damage of the swarm and froze a chunk of them.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, if you guys
okay,
got a
okay.
problem, we can play. You want to do it hits all of them? I got some really fun swarms in mind.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna play.
I can play into it.
No, I'm playing a swarm next, and it's gonna have like 500 combined health, and Dragon Fire is
It
gonna
hits
do nothing
all of
to me.
them. Each of these eels detonate as they die, because that's the type of swarm. All of them have 1 health. They detonate on death, so hitting a bunch of them at the same time.
You get
really
one
good
disease
idea.
per thing.
I'm okay.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
immune to disease. So,
You're good for that one. The detonation less so. As Berrian, you're up.
I just float over by Lorelei and hit 2 of them.
Go ahead and roll a hit.
Right. I thought this would be more effective. These are tough eels. 9.
Beats the 12.
good thing it was only 3rd level.
Also, like it just the in lore reason is enough of them are
Yeah,
out of
17.
the range and swimming
so
in
both of them
and
hit.
as they come.
I can't roll. Like, do you want the damage or does it matter?
I don't really. Yes, I do need the damage for this one. Yeah.
Give me a
I
second.
think it's my most effective cold breath.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good cold
I've
breath.
never had a good cold breath.
I mean, it's not like none of the breath weapons are very good. So
At this level, they do a decent amount of damage, but having to trade your whole action for them is what
Yeah.
sucks.
10,
Yeah, they're not worth an action.
6 plus 8.
It depends how many people you can
14,
hit.
24, 34. 34 damage on the first hit.
Okay. Like hitting 6 people with 1 breath weapon is better than 4 attacks.
The max is 5d6. You could expel.
Right, but you could hit like 6 or 7 people with 5d6, right?
Yeah, but
Although it's not
Alright.
really big enough.
8,
and the con save is so low.
7,
They're not
At this-
great.
at
They're
this-
not worth it.
1.
Yeah, at
1.
this level, like, it's not worth it.
8,
Everyone
so 8,
could beat
7,
that. Like, it's.
They're good for stuff like this where you're fighting
15,
weaker enemies
Yeah.
in large numbers.
16. 8, 7, 6, 6, 1, 1. 12, 19. 20, 21. 31 damage on the second one.
Okay, as you go slashing into the swarm, you see
Another 3 damage on that.
you see the few remaining eels. Some of them frozen, some of them skewered in an icicle that's starting to melt between them. Many of them just floating lifelessly from their souls that have been ripped into by the spirit guardians. A few of them now cut in half by your weapons. The redness starts to vanish from their eyes, and you can see the few remaining seals start to twist in confusion and then flee in every direction from this room. And you guys can see, half frozen in ice with seals dying next to it, is some sort of orb that has been stopped in its spinning by this ice that has come here. And you can see this redness drifting in the water seem to pull back into it.
Orb.
As the item that was controlling them has been arrested temporarily by ice.
Holy fuck, it was an accident.
As you guys are left now with the dead and dying eels in this room.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Where did these seals come from? Or. I'm
Couple of
leaving. It's fine.
discarded Pokeballs that they've fallen out of.
Yeah.
We leave.
Okay.
Seal.
You guys can see on the other side of this chamber, trying to leave before the ice melts enough for this to start to spin again, is what looks like a pile of rubble covering over the doorway. But as you reach down and try to move it,
Illusion.
it's solid, it's real, and seems to be either like glued or cemented to each other. Somebody go ahead and make me a perception check.
Lorelei.
Oh,
Guys will do. 2 of you
Can I
can
use
do it.
my nose? No, it's water.
Yeah, not really.
28.
28.
Dirty 20.
Both of you would notice the seam that goes along the edge. This has been made to look like a collapsed tunnel that's like solid together, but you guys just pick out the seam of a doorway, as this has clearly been intentionally crafted to look like a dead end.
So
Can I try to
Pull
open it
on
like
it.
a door?
You pull,
And with your perception check, you would hear the catch of some sort of lock, like something in something holding.
Is there, like,
Can
is there
I
a keyhole?
investigate it?
Yeah, maybe an investigation check.
That's what I do.
Blessing of guidance.
What I get?
You can guide yourself too.
Sure, just
No,
roll
he can't.
for
He
it.
doesn't have guidance.
She's doing it.
I know. He said you can guide yourself, but that is false. Category.
So what's the guidance, dude? What
Basically a god. 3,
did I get? 3. Okay, what I get there?
6.
Okay, so 9, 15, so 24.
While he's doing, I'm gonna cast Find Familiar and make it
24.
a fish. Can I make it? Because it changes
Takes
forms,
10
doesn't
minutes. You have to do a ritual.
24.
You have to recast the spell to make the
it?
fish.
You can't just you can't snap. He always snaps his into existence.
Yes,
Mine
but when you
is-
want to change the form, you have to recast the thing.
Yeah.
It's stuck in one form until you recast it.
Dragon Boy's useless.
24.
It's kind of useless anyways.
I knew it was. I read the spell.
You start looking.
Checking for
so
traps
cute.
and looking for it.
They're cute cats.
Okay, you're checking over this carefully for traps. You do find the keyhole. You have to reach your arm all the way in, and you can feel on the other side of something in a hole in this rubble. There is what feels like a flat plate with a keyhole in it. Only enough space to get one arm in and over to it. Nothing triggers around it. Looking along the edges and feeling along, there's a few suspicious spots that could be like a wire or something.
I
that
point
you
them
don't-
out to Dre.
Interesting. So that it looks trapped in a way too.
Could be, yeah. Something meant to maybe snap or something when you open it. But it's like, whatever this whole thing is quite large, so it's hard to really like investigate or even penetrate it deeply with tools.
All right. I'm just gonna try and pick the lock. Like,
So you're going in with one hand with two tools, trying to pick one-handed
well,
through this.
I am telekinetic, so
Help.
I can
Oh, he
get
can pick
one
with
of-
his tools. Yeah, with his thing.
I can just send my tools in and they can do it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even need my hands.
In this case, I'm still going to give you disadvantage on your Thieves Tools check. But I will lower the DC.
At least your arm's not in there.
I don't know.
It's no
Well, thank you
longer
for the guidance,
34.
Lorelei. No problem, Drake. You're my favorite brother. What?
Okay. Sure.
I didn't know you had a brother.
13. That's a.
You don't have the gloves anymore.
So 20, 30. It's just a 30.
Just a 30.
Yeah, I should change that. I think I might have cheated on the other door. It was a 36, not a 41.
Well, we gotta go all the way back.
Yep. the
What
door-
are we doing down here? As you hear the lock click home from this.
Got it.
So you retract your tools from within and float them into your tool kit.
Let's just open it. It'll be fine.
Sure. Swim off to the side.
Swim off to the side.
I also swim off to the side.
Kea'Na's gonna stay beside you. Okay,
You should probably swim off to the side.
okay. She swims off to the
Hey
side.
guys, we'll see.
You're
And,
drawing
yeah, this is
Kea'Na back.
like far too heavy to open telekinetically, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. As you start to heave, it is on tracks, so it's not like it
I mean-
moves in inches. You have to pull pretty hard, but it's not like it falls back closed on you. So you and you feel it like get caught for a moment, and then as you pull, you hear something. As you manage to lift it open, and you can see reeling away from you is like a bit of steel thread that goes up along the ceiling and pulled through whatever it is down a fairly dark tunnel that heads in here. And then you hear, as the twang of metal hits the end of whatever this path is traveling down, as something seems to start to move in the walls, and there's this rhythmic, almost like lighting or pounding noise that's coming from the walls around you. You can see a glow start to form on what is a metal tunnel, and then you watch the glow get brighter as the walls get hotter,
We should go.
and the water starts to bubble like it wants to boil between the plates of this hallway. Everybody swimming through this, Constitution saving throw,
We
please.
just gotta go.
As you guys go down what is a reasonably long hallway, the water gets hotter and hotter.
No.
What did you get?
8.
There's
I can
two
roll.
levels of
I can
success.
roll
to
good
this.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And then the rest, when it matters, doesn't. I don't roll well.
14.
Total.
15.
Okay, that is the first level of success, and
Okay, Drae got a 22.
both successes.
Lorelei got a 12.
No successes. As Berrian,
Natural 2.
you take. Okay, so everybody except for Drae is going to take 10 fire damage. And then anybody who I said was both failures is going to take a point of exhaustion from the heat as well.
You take exhaustion.
Which includes Kea'Na. So, who all is exhausted so I can put it on tokens?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Yes.
I succeeded.
God, I hate the first time that we got exhausted.
Remember
and it was
when you
me,
spent
and
a whole fight? Yeah.
I spent everything with disadvantage. I suffered the entire time. I still hit pretty well, but we finally
okay.
learned.
Yazel is exhausted. Lorelei.
He's also exhausted.
She gets
Drae was exhausted.
she
as
gets
well.
exhausted.
Drae's
She's like
fine.
Oh, did you succeed?
Yeah.
Okay.
she gets exhausted. And she's like, oh, this isn't the first fire I've ever exhausted.
As you guys break through the end of this, and it opens up into a large chamber that has been carved out of stone and the reef that meets it here somewhere deep within this reef. Less of the light filtering through, instead glowing lichen hanging from the ceilings and the walls. You can see a wide chamber, probably over 120 feet on a side. Set in the back, the cave wall has been carved like a massive skeletal face coming out of the wall, a full, like 20, 30 feet across. You can see a couple of like bright red lichens growing off of the ground, a couple of larger dark blue ones, almost like shrubs, some of them like 20 feet across. A river runs through the middle of some sort of silver, almost like mercury, heavier than the water. You can see at the back of the chamber, looking across, oh, you're all here. A woman. Skin of blue, her hair blending with the water. You can occasionally see wisps of it like a wave crashing behind her head. Dressed in like a decorative leather armor. She has a staff in one hand, seeming just relaxed in the water. You can see out of place an armchair that has been at some point assembled down here, a table not too far from it, as the wizard looks over at the group.
Just come talk to them.
You picked the hard way. It's not going to get
we
easy
did not.
now.
You bailed as soon as things got scary.
You made things scary.
That's not on me, that's on you.
We'll tell them you ran. It's okay.
If you can get to me. As you guys watch, emerging from the ground, a tendril of water, almost like a tentacle, from a few spots around you, starting to whip between you and her in the intervening distance.
So just, like, let that siren go.
As we're gonna end there.
Is it a spell?
As that's where we're gonna end it for the evening, folks.
Sorry, I can clarify. Is that a spell?
Yes, but it's not being cast now. It's some sort of enchantment that's been put on the area beforehand.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna end there. You can find us every Wednesday here on Twitch, 6 to 10 Mountain Standard Time. Also on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching from. These episodes do eventually get up on YouTube. I'm still a bit behind, but I'm catching up on that. You can find the boys playing some video games every other Tuesday. And then we usually have an Adventure Talks at the end of the month with a guest. We're gonna be having, if everything goes well, Casters and Castles, I think it is, on. And then, we're also on TikTok if you want to watch some of our episodes. And you can find us on Discord if you want to come chat with us ourselves. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to run a quick 1-minute ad, and then we're going to raid somebody. So stick around for both of those. But that is us signing off for the evening. Goodbye.